Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Comicsgate Live. I actually wasn't ready to go on yet because I haven't sent the link out to people. But my name is Ethan Van Sciver, and we can do this together. We can get this thing going. I was listening to some music and working. It was kind of nice. And then I realized, no, my job is to I got to go on. I got to back some of these projects. I got to support them. Talked to Doug TeNapel today, and I was like, Doug, when are you going to come back on Comicsgate Live? A lot of people are looking for you. And he said, oh, I've been dying to come back on. I was like, well, that's interesting. So I'm sending you the link. Let's see here. I'm going to see if I can get Tug to come in here. I don't know if I can. He might be, it might be a little late for him. Let's get Mike Murphy back in here. Give him another push tonight. And of course, where is she? Oh, there she is. Crystal McGee, who is, I guess, the big winner of last night. You know, last night we started doing Comicsgate Live telethons again. Crystal McGee did great. She did great. She's fully funded now. Now, listen, I have some people say I have an ego. I argue with that. I think I'm perfect in every way. But okay, I'm sending the link out to everyone. But if you were to, if I were to consider the idea that I had an ego, it would be because I am, pretty good at getting crowdfunding campaigns fully funded. I can do it pretty quickly. Bear with me while I get this together, guys. I know I'm just kind of rambling here. I honestly didn't mean to hit the start button yet. Well, let me see if I can call up the chat and see if you guys are in here with me. Oh, wow, you are. You are. There are like quite a few people watching me make a fool of myself. Oh, there you are, you beautiful, beautiful people. Hello, Lily Patton. Hello, Retro Graphic Books LLC. It's going good. It's going really, really good. Splendopia, hello as well. Gil Rivera's here. Ooh, Gil Rivera, I want to get you in here. Let me see if I can get you in here. Dun, 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 dun. Gil said, I sent you a tweet. I said, I didn't see it. And I still don't see it, Gil. Gil, I don't see a tweet from you. What am I supposed to do here? Let me see. Oh, there you are. Okay. I haven't, yeah. Gil has a book called Night Stalker that looks pretty good. I do want to get him in here as well. So, Gil, if you go to your Twitter, you'll see the link. I'm going to go ahead and grab this and put it in here as well. Just got to make sure that I have all the links where they need to be. Matt Becker says, get me in there, Spinach Chen. Yeah, I should. I definitely should. Wait a second. Okay, let me say description, paste, back, Night Stalker here. I'm almost completely healthy now, by the way. Almost completely. Feeling pretty good. And a good night. We want to do that again. I'm excited about Crystal McGee. I'm excited about her succeeding gloriously.
Me too.
Is that Nasser?
Yep. Beep boop.
Good to have you here.
What's up, Uncle E?
Well, Nasser, it's old school Comicsgate Live. How do you like it?
I love it.
You do?
Yes.
Well, I think you'll like it more when you actually have a project to support.
You know what?
What?
Speaking of that, I right before I clicked on the link to get in here, I was editing up the Indiegogo for the Trixie Kane Blood Reaper campaign coming next month on the 1st, Uncle E.
When is it coming?
March 1st.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Should we support Lone Star? We're not going to support Lone Star, are we?
Nah, he closed it.
Oh, it's closed?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got something people could support. They just reminded me in the chat.
What's that?
The Kick Nasser shirts on Crypto Fashion.
Nobody's going to support those Nasser. People are going to be like, if you wear a Kick Nasser shirt anywhere but on a live stream or on Twitter, people are going to say, what are you talking? Who's Nasser? Why do you want to kick him? And they're going to have to say you'd have to know him. If you knew him, you'd want to kick him. but people just kind of look at them funny. You know, I mean, I don't want to spoil your gig, Nasser. That's not what I want to do. Okay. All right. So back Samurai and Dinosaurs here. Got that link up. Save changes. And I think Doug TeNaple's going to come in here tonight. I hope he does. I hope Doug TeNaple comes in here.
Ethan, can I ask the chat a question?
Yeah.
Guys, what are some good stretch goal ideas? Because I'm trying to think of some stuff.
Hey,
the chat doesn't know. The chat doesn't know. Oh, who's in here? Who else is in here? Oh, Mike. Mike Murphy.
It's Mike. That's
Mike,
me.
Mike, how are you? Mike Murphy is the creator of I want to say Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Oh my God. Samurai and Dinosaurs, which is his Indiegogo campaign. And it's, let me see. Let's take a look at it. Now, Mike, do you feel like I exploited you last night?
Oh, dude, no. Why have you been getting?
No, nobody's. I'm just saying. It's not like I don't have a conscience. I mean, I have been looking back on that and saying, I made him do a radio drama. I don't know if that was the right thing to do. I don't know if that was appropriate. Are you okay?
I mean, I personally didn't mind.
Okay, well, that's good to know. All right, so I think we're all ready to go. I am pulling this up here, and and I mean, I can make any more changes that I need to on the fly. Let me just share this out. Oh, hey, Crystal's here.
Hey guys.
Hey, Crystal.
Crystal, congratulations.
Thanks. I saw that it got funded. Super awesome.
Crystal, you are the most mellow Comicsgater on the face of the earth. Like most people who
That's
are doing.
Funny that you say that.
Why is it funny that I say that? You're not paying attention to your own campaign.
Well,
I sat there and refreshed it like probably 20 times in the past 2 hours because what I did to you. First of all, I supported you last night. I promoted you last night. The thing about your campaign is that everybody wants to back it as soon as they see it. I mean, it's really, really good. But the other thing about it is it really just needed a signal boost. So I supported it last night. It did great. And then NPC Comics came after us. NPC Comics came after us. And I can't believe there's a company called NPC Comics. So I made a video making fun of NPC Comics and used my video. I've never done this before, except for myself. I used my own video as an advertisement for your campaign.
Really?
Yes, that's why you got funded.
Wow.
I just said, hey.
I have a script that I'm revising today. And I've been so behind, at replying to everybody, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're watching your own campaign, and I don't know what we have to do to get your attention, Crystal, because
dude, I'm trying.
It's when you're doing pretty good. Right now, you're at 52. You're at $5,285 of your $5,000 goal. So you're at 105%. I want everybody who gets backed by Comicsgate to make $25,000. We've got to get you to 5 figures. Now the problem is that a lot of you guys, you have less than a week left. You have less than a week left to get the word out about you, and that's why we've got Mike Murphy here, who's got 5 days left for his project Samurai and Dinosaurs. Mike, we got to get you moving, pal. You're at $1,178. You're looking for $8,000. We got to get more people behind Mike Murphy, supporting his project and making it actually happen.
Well, even just last night was a huge help.
Yeah. Well, I think people got the message that the book existed. But Mike, to be fair, I didn't even know you were in the chat. I completely forgot to promote you. I mean, I run my mouth, Mike, and I don't always listen. Doug, you know what I mean?
Dude, do I know what you mean?
Yeah.
That's talking and not listening is my middle name.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. Like, sometimes you just need to listen to people. You need to go, wait a second. Mike Murphy is in the chat. He's got a comic book called Samurai and Dinosaurs. It is Comicsgate. It would be absolutely great if people did back this comic book. And let's see if we can get it over the finish line in 5 days. I mean, we have 5 days, Mike. It's not really fair. Is it fair? What did you do this to me for, Mike?
Yeah, I know. I'm not happy about it. It was just a case of my artist Sergio. He has commitments this year, and so it was kind of a now or never thing in terms of getting it off the ground.
Well,
no excuses. No excuses. None of that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get another artist, Mike. I mean, artists are a dime a dozen. Look at Doug.
Oh,
I got it done.
Yeah, we can get a new artist for you. I mean, that's not a problem. Listen, you've got a great title, Samurai and Dinosaurs.
I just picked it up.
You did.
Oh.
Okay, that's good.
Look, you guys people aren't buying samurais and dinosaurs. What's wrong with you?
Thank
you, Doug. Thank you.
Yeah, not enough of them are. And here's the thing. Anti-Comicsgate is out in force today. They're out in force. Doug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying is
Yeah,
true.
I know I'm seeing it. They're all still living off the blood and the water left by Mike Miller is what really inspired them.
Yeah. That was fun.
Do you feel the energy in there?
They were so excited about it because Renfamous, her ultimate defeat, her collapse in front of everyone, was very dispiriting for these weirdos. They didn't like that. They were counting, and this is, again, I told Renfamous this. I said, you've got the entire mainstream comic book industry. All of these SJWs are counting on you to stop us from succeeding. All of that weight is on your back. And let me tell you something, Renfamous. I'm losing a little weight, but not that much weight. It's a lot of weight to carry around. I'm a lot of weight to carry on your back, Doug.
There's a lot of weight still to make fun of there, Ethan.
Thank you. So
you're not losing enough weight to be beyond jokes. We have to get you there.
Well, not that. Wow. In any case, Doug, it's a lot of weight. You can't. A single woman should not be expected to bear the weight of Comicsgate. Okay, she can't do it. She cannot shut us up. She can't stop us. We do fight and we do win. Now, when Mike S. Miller, no, back up. When she went on Kevin Logan's show and made a fool of herself and Anti-Comicsgate, everyone was scared. I mean, not Comicsgate. I mean, they were scared.
Yeah.
They thought it was over. They were like, we don't even like SJW Spider-Man. He's a freak. Everyone kind of liked Renfamous, and she failed.
Yeah.
She failed.
It's that's not the first person to fail trying to stop you, Ethan. Stop Mike, stop me, stop comics. Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. You can't.
They can only fail.
They can only fail.
And we're spreading our disease to these young kids.
No, don't speak to yourself with the spreading the disease stuff.
We're spreading our little disease on these young kids.
Yikes.
Like Samurai Dinosaur. I'm just saying, they can't stop him either.
Samurai and Dinosaur, Doug.
Yeah, whatever. I bought it.
I just backed it. I just backed Samurai and Dinosaurs.
Oh, good man, Nasser. See that?
Samurai and Dinosaurs graphic novel. So Samurai, but Samurai is plural, Doug. Let me teach you something. There's no such word as samurais. Okay?
Samurais and dinosaurs. Samurai is plural. So is singular a samurai and a plural is a samurai?
Yes.
Like a sheep and a sheep?
That's correct, Doug.
Huh.
That is correct.
I learned something.
Samurai is several people. I think it's 5. How many samurai are there, Mike?
8 in total.
Mike, can you make it 9, Mike?
9.
All right. Hey, you got it.
Odds are better than evens, so it's got to be 5, 7, or 9.
Yeah. Well, let's give people more for their money.
It's not the magnificent 8.
Right. Yeah, what is 8? What were you thinking, Mike?
It's hateful 8, and that's how you know how jacked it is. Because Quentin didn't understand how odds are always more appealing and more attractive and hold interest more than evens. That's just a design rule.
That is 100% true, Doug.
It's a fair point.
Hey, Doug.
Yeah, but
the whole chat is saying that your microphone is off. They're complaining about the setting it's on.
wait, is that true? This setting right here?
It's supposed to be on like the heart-shaped one.
Oh, okay. No, it is kind of, isn't it?
No, Doug, it's not. You sound like you're in the bathroom. And we
Okay, how about now? Is this any good?
No, you still sound like you're in the shower, and it just
What the what?
for you.
What is wrong? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's getting my computer microphone. Let me check my sound settings. Default internal microphone. There you go. Let me
look at the Yeti.
Why do they do this stuff?
Okay. How about now?
Oh, sweet, you sound normal.
Yeah, Doug, that's much better. And it's now you feel a little bit more intimate. You're with us.
Now I feel stupid too that I didn't know that. So.
Yeah, it's just you know what it felt like, Doug. I'll tell you what it feels like. Do you ever call someone and they put you on speakerphone?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh man, like they're not even holding me and cradling me to their face. Like, you know what I mean? Like that, the intimacy is gone, Doug.
Yeah, they have to hold the phone out here when they're talking to you. They're like, this is going on speakerphone. I'm not getting this guy I'm not getting him in my ear like that.
Keep him and his voice and everything about him as far away from me as possible. But this is much better, Doug. I really like it. So,
all right, cool. This is pro.
Samurai and dinosaurs. Now, dinosaur could be plural.
Yeah, see, you're confusing me now.
Well, I'm digging up dinosaur. No. Dinosaurs.
Look at all those dinosaur.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think it's dinosaurs. And that is fine. So Samurai and Dinosaurs, a lot of characters in this book. It's a graphic novel. How many pages is this, Mike?
It's 110 total. At the start of the campaign, we listed it as 100 plus because we weren't sure because the whole point of it is it's a revised edition of a book that we pitched a few years ago. So with the revisions, we weren't sure how many it was going to come out to, but Sergio just finished all the revisions and it's 110.
Nice. So it's a good read.
Yeah, it looks good. Can you make it 111 pages?
We're thinking about a sketch gallery, so maybe. Okay,
111 pages. So, thank you everyone for supporting Samurai and Dinosaurs. We're watching the number tick up. It's now up to $1,311. Let's see if we can get it to 2,000 in the next little bit. I think that'd be cool. We got a little ways to go. We got to average this out. We got 5 days to get it to $8,000, and I think we can do it with your guys' support. With your, what's the word I'm looking for, Doug?
I think support, but also your marketing skills. They need your guys crafting together cool tweets and things and link to it saying, let's get this thing done to your buddies, because that makes it exponential. If it's just you and you're quiet about it, you give him your money, but you don't give him what he really needs is marketing. And so if you just tweet it out, even if you have 10 followers, you've just now increased the marketing 10 times.
Doug, what about prayers? I was looking for you to say prayers.
I mean, we'll all be praying, but
he needs your prayerful and material support, Doug.
I gave him my material support. I'll pray. I just I'd rather have people pay their money.
Could we do that now? Could we pray for?
You want me to pray?
Yeah, let's pray for Samurai and Dinosaurs, Doug.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. We're gonna pray for Samurai and Dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Man, this is borderline. This is
Doug,
borderline.
It's not blasphemous unless you do it in the wrong spirit.
This is almost televangelism.
It is. Well, it is televangelism. It's a televangelism telethon for Samurai and Dinosaurs. And by the way, welcome Martina Markota.
Oh, Martina.
Hey.
Martina.
We have a lot to talk to you about.
Okay.
We're gonna pray for Mike Murphy's campaign right now. Here we go.
Cool. Nice.
Okay. Hold on, Doug. Hold on. All right. Let me just get back. I want to be a part of this, Doug. I want to be here. Okay.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Bow your heads and think about God. Mm-hmm. Lord, thank you for this time with my brothers and sisters, and I include this whole audience.
Yep.
How we're all comic fans, we're all buddies, and we're having a good time. What strange, lucky times we live in, and we don't thank you enough. Every second we thank you. And we're here cobbling these businesses together and trying to support each other. And I pray, Lord, that your will be done on this campaign. How these are just artists, Lord. We're just we're doing our best. And it's entirely possible that what we need is supernatural help, and that's you, God. Of course, you don't owe us this. And of course, we'll be satisfied with whatever your will is. But we just ask for your help, because why not? Why not ask? Thank you, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen, Doug.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
The campaign lost $400. I don't know what to say. That didn't work out the way I thought it would.
No, he's testing your faith. It's like when they would pour the water on the sacrifice before they burn it. They're like, you have to make it a little bit harder. See what happens.
I'll still take it. Thanks, Doug.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know about any of this. Martina, is your campaign still going?
Yeah. You know what? It's still going, because you know how can you hear me? All
Have
right?
they kicked you off the entire internet yet, Martina?
I know. I mean, I've been having a rough time. I know that I only just jump in those chats to like bitch, but thank you guys.
It's a safe place.
Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that?
You are allowed to say.
You're the only one here allowed to say
bitch
that.
when you're talking to Doug. Absolutely, but only when you're talking to Doug. Okay, go ahead. So what is going on with you? It seems like for the people who don't know, I did lock it on Martina, Sierra. I already read your mind. All right, listen. For people who don't know, Martina is going through some difficult times right now. The SJWs have not let her go for 2 years, right? Or no?
Yeah, I mean, election before the election, 2016. Yeah.
And now they're giving you a hard time. Tell people what you're comfortable telling them.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kind of just put it all out there because I stream too, so it just kind of comes out, and you know how it is streaming. I look to you sometimes because I listen to you when I'm doing my hair and makeup for work a lot. So I'm just like, you know what? He lets it all hang out there. He talks about his cookie eating habit, So I'm just like, screw it. I'll just talk about stuff. But I had this campaign and it's super successful, thanks to everyone. This is the only time that I've actually had something positive happen was Comicsgate, and making my art, making Lady Alchemy come back to life is like fantastic, because that's something that's been missing the past few years since they've, blacklisted me and kicked me out of the art scene. So it's really nice. It's like the only positive thing that's happened, and the campaign's done really well. I think we're over $30,000 on it. And we ordered shirts. So my artist has the shirts in California and he's about to mail them out. We, ordered this like Dymo printer thing to get the stamps on it and put all of our ducks in a row to start getting these perks out ASAP. And then I get a letter in the mail from the bank. My bank says that, God, I don't know. Let me get out like the phrasing of it, but they pretty much said that they're going to close my account and that they want to end their relationship with me.
Oh, it's the creepiest letter I've ever seen. I know,
that was spooky.
They want to end their relationship with me. So I freaked out, because if you have a campaign on Indiegogo, your banking info is locked. So they say you can't change it. And so I freaked out and I was like, well, I kind of really need this campaign to keep, to stay open. I mean, we've done really well so far, but it's like more than just like hitting even, I got to pay people off. My artist is just doing so much work. I mean, you guys know how it is. You both do the art.
It's an expensive project. I can tell.
It's a full-time job. So
posters and all that.
Yeah. And so, I need to compensate him for all the work that he does. It's not for free. And then, I mean, we spent thousands of dollars on getting silkscreen shirts. It's like old school shirts. I got them silk screened,
Really?
So we have like a whole stockpile of shirts, hundreds and hundreds of shirts that are there that we got to sell. So, and if you see the perks, we haven't really sold that many shirts. It's mostly the comic book, which is awesome. That's the main thing. But, we have a lot of shirts to sell, to get rid of and make that money back. And then we got to print posters. It's going to be another like few grand. And it all just adds up. So I was depending on the campaign to just kind of be like a steady stream of something, this is my new business going on. And so with the locked account banking info, I was really stressed out. I was like, does this mean I have to close my campaign? Like what's going on? But Indiegogo got back to me, and thankfully they've actually been really good too. For all of us getting attacked so much in every single end, like Indiegogo's been pretty good to us, and they said just send us your new banking info and we'll update it. So
God bless Indiegogo.
Hear, hear.
That's great.
All right, who's echoing? Who's making us echo? Can you guys
I hope
say?
it's not me.
I think it's Martina. Is that you?
Martina.
Can you hear is the speaker going into your microphone?
No, let me put the headphones on.
There you go. Martina is a professional broadcaster, by the way, except on YouTube. Okay, look. So Lady Alchemy graphic novel. This is the campaign that she's talking about. By the way, the thing about it is that these projects do get picked on merit. I mean, a lot of people send me their Indiegogo campaigns, and I look at them and I have to sadly say, nay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're just not. I can't sell you. You're not quite. You're not quite where you need to be on my show. I mean, I need to be able to look you guys in the eye and say, hey, these campaigns, these comics look really, really, really good. Do support this campaign. Do support this creator because they're magnificent. So, Lady Alchemy is a great idea for a comic book. Obviously, Doug, can you imagine if we actually did a Comicsgate like crossover with all these characters?
Yeah, she'd be the little magic user.
Lady Alchemy would be in it.
Stripper magic user.
What do you think of that, Martina?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this audio working. I'm such a boomer with this technology, man. You should see me on my streams. I'm so horrible.
I've been on your streams. It was horrible.
Oh yeah.
Your sound, remember it worked though. You were
I eventually get it to work, so I'm gonna work on it. But no, someone's mentioned that before too, actually, and even in mine, the different characters that come up. I stream with a girl named Margaret, and she's a belly dancer, and they were like, "Oh, is Margaret gonna be in the comic book?" I'm like, "That's a really good idea, actually." Like another beautiful, and how I think I've heard you talk about girls too, as far as like the SJWs wanting to insert themselves in the comics, or some new person, what's her name? I think it's a TV show, maybe the new Supergirl or something, but you're like, she doesn't look like a superhero. Like, no offense to her, she may be a good actress, but like doesn't look like a superhero. And I'm like, well, I look like a superhero in real life, and so does Margaret. So she's like the blonde counterpart. And I'm like, yeah, we should totally have Margaret like be a character. And then someone was like, what about Cecil?
I don't know about Cecil. I mean, Cecil is kind of a superhero in a way.
He's like the character for sure.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an idea. It's interesting, but I've heard some other people talk about some crossovers, and it's an interesting way to create our own world. Like there's like a Marvel universe. There's like different universes. So I mean, like, this is our universe, and we're all kind of some characters in here. It's cool.
Well, hell yeah. All right. So the link for Lady Alchemy is in the description. If you guys want to back Lady Alchemy, I think that would be a good idea. And let's see this number go up. I want to see this number hit 32 tonight. I think that'd be pretty great. And I think we can do that. Samurai and Dinosaurs. Now, earlier in the night, Martina, right when you walked in, we turned to the good Lord. All right. To help us back Samurai and Dinosaurs. Doug prayed.
Yeah.
Mike, what did you think of that?
I was very appreciative.
Were you moved?
I was. I wasn't anticipating that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you.
Yeah, I come out of left field, right field. I come out of right field all the time.
I pray for you
Mike.
guys all the time. All the time.
Do you really, Doug?
Oh yeah.
Doug, what if you were to pray for me, Doug?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying you should, but if you were, what would you pray for? You
all
do?
the time. Yeah.
That's nice, man. Thank you.
I pray for your family, and I pray for your happiness and your peace and your work ethic and
my weight loss
and protection. I haven't done that one yet. The other thing is I tend to only thank God for things. I have a hard time asking for things. That's why I had a hard time asking for making the comic goes. I always just thank him constantly for everything. I feel like it's my lifelong job to thank him for the things that I haven't thanked him for yet. And every day there's just stuff we take for granted. Health, your country, your happiness, you know, and just so even my friendships with you guys, I just thank him. So I spend most of my time thanking him.
Doug, you're a human sunbeam. You know, a lot of people are surprised by your personal change. Yesterday, it got brought up the time you made Mike S. Miller cry. Now, a lot of people wanted to remember like how that happened.
Yeah.
Now, Crystal, do you remember us talking about this?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny, actually.
By the way, Crystal, everyone kind of determined that Crystal sounds just like Mr. Rogers doing the Daniel Tiger voice. I mean, if you listen to it now, yeah, it does kind of. I hear meow meow kitty, meow meow
kitty.
Yeah. I don't know why that is, Crystal. It's
What's funny is that I actually went back on YouTube and watched like little clips with the cat.
She's
and I
like,
was
wait
like,
a minute.
yeah, this is.
It does sound like you,
Unfortunately, yeah, it does.
Yeah. So here's what happened. And I went back and I watched the stream. Okay.
It was a funny one,
dude. It was so like I've never seen anything like it. So there was some kind of fight. There was a former Comicsgater who was kind of attacking Mike, and Mike recommended that nobody support his campaign. And he was a vet, and so Doug was outraged by this whole idea. Do you remember this now, Doug? Is it all coming back?
Absolutely. Oh, crystal clear, dude. I don't forget this stuff.
Okay. I don't forget it either now that I rewatched it. I had forgotten it until I went back and rewatched it. And then I was like, I was horrified. And everyone else was too. They're like, why is Doug so mean?
Yeah.
So Doug actually started berating Mike until Mike said, God damn it. Like that. And he said it in front of his kids.
Yeah.
Now, Martina, Mike does not swear or use the Lord's name in vain in front of his kids. And by the way, he thinks this is something that he should take pride in. His kids couldn't care less.
Yeah.
I mean, they were laughing at his tears when he was, I've never done that before. I've never cried in front of my kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember watching a stream too. I think it was the one with Ian on it, and he was swearing, and it was just so funny to see him like when he gets uncomfortable, he like smiles. You know, he's just like does like a smile laugh when he's uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, well, Mike, he goes like that. Whenever you confront him about anything he's doing wrong, he laughs. He goes, and it's, you know, that means I'm not going to answer you because you called me out on my BS. And, you know, I'm just going to laugh instead. And he did that to me. Doug, he did that to me. He did that to me yesterday.
Oh,
he showed me the variant cover for Lone Star. Okay. You know what the variant cover for Lone Star is?
A tracing of Kirby?
No, it's Cyberfrog and Salamandroid.
He can't do that.
He didn't ask my permission to do that.
I love it.
And so I said, Mike, and so John Malin is there, and John Malin is a huge like shit star. So he was just like, Ethan, were you aware that Cyberfrog and Salamandroid's first appearance was going to be on Lone Star #1? I was like, and he's just like, yeah, you know, that's interesting. Mike, you son of a bitch. So I was like, Mike, you didn't ask my permission to use my characters on your variant cover, dude. And he goes, like that.
Yeah,
now,
Mike, there's a lot of that going around with Mike. I love it.
By the way, Zach is watching right now. I just got a message from him.
Oh,
Zach, I won't read your message. Yeah, everybody misses you, Zach. If you want to come in here, it'd be great.
Get Zach on. I love that
I miss Zach.
Yeah, everybody misses Zach. He's right. Do you want me to send the link to Zach?
Yeah,
Zach?
Get in, Z.
Yeah.
I'm not going on your show.
I'm not reading what he said because I think it's a little controversial. All right, come on, dude. Come on.
You have to wait for the internet signal to make it into the bunker.
No, if I'm gonna invite him on the show, if he wants to say what he said, he can. It's not mean to Mike at all. It's actually in support of Mike. But he's listening and he's commenting.
Oh, good.
All right, let me send him the link. He's not going to come in here.
Come on, Zach.
The chat wants Luna on as well. So Zach, if you get on, bring Luna.
Yeah, bring Luna on the chat. Well, I mean, you know what? Zach doesn't really show his face like when he does live streams, does he? You know. Not that I've ever seen him do. But yeah, so what should my reaction to all of this be, Doug? Should it be great anger, fury?
No.
You should demand a royalty.
Yeah. Ooh. No, you should just say, look, Mike, we're buddies. We've been through heaven and hell together.
No, we haven't. Not really.
No, tell him.
Not heaven.
I'm telling you what to say. I'm not telling you what's true. I'm telling you what to
not
tell
heaven. I haven't been through heaven with Mike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going, bro, we've been through a lot together. And I just want you to know we'll be friends no matter what. But I have to sue you.
You know what? In a lot of cultures, suing is a sign of respect and friendship. For example,
really,
not just in culture. Yeah. Well,
yeah, like what culture?
This is my idea of a culture. The Beach Boys. Now they are family and they are friends and they're always suing each other, always. Yeah. And then they get together and they tour. But it's like Mike Love will sue Brian Wilson, and then there's for like more royalties because he said I came up with round get around I get around. And you're taking all the royalties for it. Like, give me more money for Get Around.
Yeah, well, if you're like a co-creator, like you guys are, you both own the copyright, and so if you're collecting money off of anything as a co-creator, you have to negotiate that, with the other co-creators.
Yeah, none of your business says they don't tour together, dude. I have an album from them from 2016 where they did tour together. Don't forget, they tour together every now and then. The family that sues each other stays together.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, bro, we're total bros, but here's my cease and desist. You'll turn over your profits. Just turn over your profits to me.
I would love to sue Mike.
Yeah.
There are a few things that I want to do more than sue Mike. Let me think about it.
We'd all get closer. I guarantee you this, Ethan. You sue Mike, you'll get over 100,000 subs.
Is that true?
Yeah. That's the cost of admission, is you got to sue your bro.
How much do you pay the lawyer? Well, if you have your lawyer friend, what's his face?
Yeah, Rakeda.
Then everyone makes money.
Yeah.
It's all keeping it in the family.
And you guys anti-Comicsgate will lose their mind. And
hashtag sue Mike. Hashtag sue Mike.
If you guys think I should sue Mike, let me know in the chat. I'm willing to do it. No, people say, well, how much will it cost? I don't care. It's not about the money.
Yeah, this is about ethics. This is about integrity.
This is about ethics. I'm doing this not for money. I'm doing this for ethics and integrity and to laugh at Mike.
And Ethan, if you don't protect your copyright on those characters, if you set a precedent that anyone can do any old cover they want, you're saying basically this is public domain. You have to set the precedent by coming out strong against Mike.
Against Mike.
Yeah. You have to sue him hard to protect your characters, or anybody. I'll walk in and I'll go, well, he let Mike do it, so it's now okay.
Doug, listen, I wasn't convinced before. Okay, I wasn't sure that I wanted to ruin Mike's life before. Now I am.
Now you're committed.
Now I would love to ruin his life.
Yeah, now I want to ruin Mike's life because of you, Doug.
Sue Mike. Sue Mike. I'm on team Sue Mike.
Where is Mike?
Press C for Cecil. C for Cecil in the chat.
Hey, Cecil.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Ethan, you forgot to talk. You were mentioning about that stream Doug was on. Don't you remember Doug's reaction to people refunding his book?
Yes, I watched it again.
I thought it was
so funny. Doug was pissed, dude. First of all, you have to watch both. The first one is 5 hours long. I couldn't stop the stream because it was so funny. Like Mike was crying and I kept the camera aimed at him the entire time. I clicked it on him.
Yeah.
And you see his kids laughing at him in the background as he's going, I've never used the Lord's name in front of my children. And they're just laughing at him. They're like, Dad, it's 2018, which it was at the time.
Yeah.
We go to school, Dad. We live in the real world.
The president uses that term.
That's correct. That is correct. So they were laughing at him. And then the next day, what basically happened was people refunded Doug's campaign.
Yeah.
And gave it to Mike.
Yeah. So what the hell is he crying about? He's all mad at me. I lost $2,000 in views that night.
Yep.
And Mike,
Damn.
That's crazy.
and he's sitting there, he's not even helping. He's going like, yeah, guys, put it in my campaign.
Yeah.
I'm going, okay.
Oh, man.
He wasn't playing fair.
That's smart though.
That guy's a cheap ass.
But Doug, you took it in stride. You totally didn't get angry at the audience. That was really you were
Doug looks right into the camera.
Yeah.
Like this, and he goes, "You bunch of SJWs.
That's right.
You're messing with my money now. You're messing with my money, SJWs. I just want you to know." And the audience didn't take that as well as Doug thought they would. Like,
no, that was Indiegogo Harry Carey. He was
they kind of took all their money back.
Yeah.
in about 45 seconds. The numbers I kept refreshing. Just going like,
So funny. That was great. We do have to actually make a I have to tighten that video up and put it out.
Yeah.
Edited version, Cecil.
Yeah. But I don't know if I explained this to you. I think I did on the air, Ethan, that I love like Andy Kaufman humor where you can't tell what's a joke and what's not. And when art starts spilling into real life, it's like it's 10 times funnier when I lost real money. Because now it's like, look, I was just screwing around and now the money's real. And it's
money's
gone.
real, yeah. And it's gone, Doug.
And you just go, it's almost funnier then because it.
Oh no, it was hysterical, Doug. Believe me.
I'm just saying it makes the humor more. When it costs you something, it's 10 times funnier.
Cecil was fully on Mike's side, by the way.
Oh, I know. Look at this guy. Cecil solidified himself as just a total villain. Villain in my life.
No. John Malin came in, and John Malin just said, John Malin. Here's the thing about John Malin. John Malin's moral clarity. Is always right on. Like sometimes you waffle a little bit.
Yeah.
At least I do. Like I'll be sitting there on an issue and I'll say, I'm not really sure, like, where I stand on this.
No, I'll take both sides on any issue a lot of times.
Mailing just comes in like a knife. No.
Yeah.
This is how it is. And he's 100% right.
This is why I'm mailing militia.
Mm-hmm. This is why everybody needs to back John Malin's book, but also
right now, everyone back Graveyard Shift. Oh.
They can't, can they? I mean,
no, they can't. He closed the store. That's why everyone needs to go and put their money into Graveyard Shift right now.
Yeah. Or they need to back Lady Alchemy.
Even better.
Yeah, Lady Alchemy is up right now. It's in the description if you want to support Martina Markota's book. We also, if you
want to F the banks that are trying to deplatform her, then give her a source of income. Is how you do it.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. So what do you think is behind this, Martina? What is the problem?
I don't know. I mean, like I called them because I got a letter in the mail and then I called them and they just refused to tell me. They said that they cannot tell me and that they have the right to end business with me and not
because you're over on that channel with Gavin McGinnis and all those guys, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it was interesting because I don't want to do any conspiracy theories.
No.
It's because I'm conservative. Yeah. Like I hate when people, jump to that right away when it's like, well, did you do something wrong? And I mean, I don't think I did anything wrong. I've been with that bank for 10 years. I have a business account, so I have an LLC. Yeah. And so everything was filed under my
what bank turns down a lady who got $30,000 on Indiegogo?
Right. And that's kind of what I'm thinking is like, okay, so my business was stagnant for a while because of, since 2016, it kind of was just sitting there and I would, whatever kind of Patreon or whatever stupid little a few $100 would go in and out of there. And then suddenly I get this big, Indiegogo takes a portion. So $20,000 gets deposited. And now I'm doing, and it says on the statements, Indiegogo. So I was like, well, that's not shady. It's not cash. It's not like I'm selling drugs or something.
Yeah, why doesn't the bank want to make interest on your $20,000?
And I pay a service fee every month. It's like, you don't want to do business with me? And then I've been, making transactions with the t-shirt company and this and buying things on Amazon. And it's like, this is business. I mean, you don't want my business? Okay. Fine.
That's when I started smelling around. I'm with you on not jumping to conspiracies because you can't find happiness in that. But I'm telling you that was strange.
Yeah, and then when I did see Gavin, he's doing the whole suing the SPLC thing,
Yeah.
and he mentioned that some lady got her bank refused, denied her service over something political, and that's when made me go, is that for real? Because people were saying that, and I didn't say that. I didn't go out of my way to go, it's because I'm a conservative. I'm like, hey, my bank did this. And a lot of people jump in and go, oh my God, it's discrimination. But, when he said that happened to that lady, I'm like, that happens?
No.
It is peculiar. It is ugly. It's the world that we live in. And all we can do is create our own network and try to find a way to fight back. We have to expose these people. They need to be exposed. If you shine the light on them and let people know what's up and bring shame into their worlds, maybe that'll make a change. I don't know what else will, but this 2-year temper tantrum by the far extreme left has to come to an end. We have to take off Daddy's belt. Yeah. I have to take off my belt and start whooping people. I have to start administering whoopings.
Yes,
my new name is Administer Belt. I don't want to be called Caesar. Caesar.
No, Hail Caesar.
Caesar.
From now, it's just administer the belt.
My name is Administer Belt, and I will administer Daddy's belt to these people. It's got to stop. You can't keep persecuting people just because you don't like them. It's one thing to just go around and call names. It's another thing to try to ruin their entire life. And the fact that they're being allowed to do this, that they're being indulged, and not being horsewhipped. Which is what I want to do.
I think that's why it was a really smart move. Was it Zach that was doing the tortious interference? Who's doing that?
That's Zach. He'll be in here in a few minutes.
Yeah, so I think that's why that's a really smart move, because I was trying to figure out if I could do that as well as far as the performing industry in New York. I don't know what sort of proof that I would need to provide to go through those legal actions, but it definitely was malicious intent to ruin my reputation, make sure I have no business. And I think that was a really good move to do that, because if we start defending ourselves that way, being like, you actually cannot do this, because I let him have it. I went, okay, fine, I'll go away. And if we let them know that they can't do that, I think that'll really change things a bit.
Yes. All right. They're saying I'm still Caesar, but administer of the belt. That's fine. Administrator of the belt.
Administer of the haircut.
Oh, is Zach in there now?
Yeah. What's up?
Your boy Zach. How you doing, pal?
Pretty good, thanks.
Good. So, what's going on in your neck of the woods, and what is your general take on what's going on with people like Martina and this whole kind of attempt to deplatform people?
I'm not really aware of what's currently happening. I just kind of finished up one of my books, so now I've been watching movies like Logan's Run. I never saw that before, so I'm really out of the loop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still haven't seen The Goonies, and everybody's yelling at me about that. And that, it's too late. It's too late. I saw Blade Runner 10 years ago for the first time. It was too late. I missed it because it annoyed me.
You said you didn't see Carlito's Way.
I didn't see Carlito's Way. I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, I missed that one too.
That's a good one.
All right, I'll take it.
Zach, I will watch it. I made a promise to you.
You like those gangster kind of movies.
Okay, Carlito's Way.
Why is Carlito's Way important, Zach? Why don't you tell people why Carlito's Way is a metaphor?
It's pretty much, I don't know, it's pretty much a perfect movie. It does this thing where, this isn't even a spoiler, it shows Al Pacino die at the beginning, and then it tricks you into thinking he's going to live. You already know he's dead in the first scene.
That's like Sunset Boulevard.
Plus, it was Sean Penn's best performance.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And the other thing is that movie could never be made right now. Every single part of it could not be made.
Wait, how do they make you think he's going to live? I've never seen it.
Well, you gotta watch it. You can't tell it.
No, they get you emotionally invested in him.
Exactly. You basically say there's no way he can die, even though you've already seen him die. It's amazing.
Okay, I'm in. I'll check it out. Anyone who references an old movie that I've heard of but never seen, I'd check that out.
So Zach, you watched Logan's Run. I just did a movie review with the chick Jessica, the girl running around over. You know who she's from? You ever see American Werewolf in London?
No.
How did you not see that?
Really?
How did all these people not see Carlito's
Way? I know.
I don't know.
Cecil's doing a Chucky retrospective.
I am doing
about culture.
Werewolf in London, like on Netflix right now.
Yeah, you have to watch
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, go watch
the American Werewolf in London. Now, werewolf movies had, I don't know, they really hit their peak in the 1980s. So many good werewolf movies. That was one of the top ones, but the biggest one ever was Howling. And then Cecil, we talk about
Dog
Howling
Soldiers.
2.
Howling 2 had one of the best nude scenes in any horror movie of all time.
You know what I'm talking about. Now, the Queen Werewolf, her bra busts open, okay? And it's glorious.
She rips her clothes off or something, right?
Yeah, it really
I'm heading
nice.
to Google.
And then all you do, like the closing credits just show that scene in a loop. I've never seen anything more exploitative than that. And I was appreciative as a 12-year-old boy. You know, I was like, all right, good job.
But the Howling 1 actually has a real good story with Dee Wallace in a actual good performance. It's a decent movie. The Howling.
Well, she was good in Cujo.
Yeah.
She's always being horrified by something. She was in every.
She was the mother in E.T.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Howling 2 was called Your Sister is a Werewolf.
I mean, that's a great title.
Yeah.
You know, the title for Cyberfrog #0 was Your Mother's an Alien, and it was based on that. You know, so yeah.
Is that true?
That is true. Yeah. I'm a big fan of those werewolf movies. I know Zach doesn't like them. Zach doesn't.
What
really
about
like
Dog
horror
Soldiers,
movies.
though, guys? Have any of you guys seen that?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Which one?
Yeah.
That's the
Dog
low budget.
Soldiers.
The low budget one.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty decent.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
Good.
Well, what we're doing tonight, Zach, is we're doing a Comicsgate live telethon again, and making these books sing. Now, I haven't done one of these. I haven't been doing these in a while, but I mean, I think it's important that the continuity between all of these Indiegogo campaigns just keeps up. It just needs to be a continuous thread. Zach, this is Crystal McGee.
Hi.
Hey, what's up?
There we go. I was like
10 minutes later.
Zach,
Yeah, no
she
problem.
sounds just like Mr. Rogers doing the
No.
Daniel the Tiger voice.
Meow 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 tiger meow meow.
Yeah, that's her normal voice, but she is awesome. And her book, The Goodnight Nightmare Realm #1, we made it hit full funding in 24 hours. It looks dynamite. It looks fantastic. And then we've got Martina Markota here with Lady Alchemy. Have you been seeing any of these, Zach? I know you're very busy with many other things. Are you paying attention to the scene, the Indiegogo scene with comics?
No, I fell out of it completely. Just trying to get my books out, and now that I got into them, I noticed Doug. He's in the last couple hours.
I'm in the final week. Next Tuesday, I'm shutting it down.
So I got to get that because I saw you're up to, how many pages are you up to?
96 pages. But it's like it is the craziest over the top hardbound book. Zach, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, well that's basically what I'm waiting for. I'm pretty cheap.
Yeah. Well, for 25
I
bucks
buy those
on the back of all the other backers. Get in.
The shoes off the peg at Walmart.
Yeah.
They were out of the $12.99s. I had to get the $14.99, and I was pissed. But when I saw your thing creeping up, I kept taking mental notes as like I got to get it before
it's
then.
Ready. And I'm kind of where you're at with I'm prepping everything right now, digital pre-press. I have to send it all off to the printer next week, so I'm just pulling my hair out, getting the books ready to go out the door. And
that part right there is like one of the things is I don't think I told this story before, but I had like a month in pre-press.
Yeah.
And it was just back and forth forever because it was back and forth between like 3 different countries. And finally I go, this needs to be done tomorrow. What do I have to do? And they go, well, it's the premium service. And I go, yeah, fine. And they go, it's expensive. I go, what is it? They go, it's $90. I was like, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me? Yeah. Yeah. Make all my problems go away for $90. Are you kidding?
It was $90.
Do you have your books in hand now? Do you have Jawbreakers with you?
No, I was I flew to the printers and I was there when they were printing it, but I didn't have steel toe shoes, so I couldn't go out there, and they weren't assembled yet. When I went there, they had the tip-in sheets, basically the first page. They had the covers, and then I think they said they were even starting to print the interiors, but the book wasn't together. So what they did is they showed me this gigantic poster of the cover that they do for proof. So I have that. They showed me the poster, but I still don't have it. It's actually going out because today they said, do you want the tracking in, what gets sent out every day or when it's all done? I said, give me they're doing tracking numbers for 10,500, but I don't have it physically yet.
That's pretty exciting. I can't
so
wait.
whoever gets it, they're going to be sending me pictures of it.
I can't wait to get it, man.
And I overprinted. That was another thing that I learned from Iron Sights. Iron Sights, I only overprinted by like 200. This one I did it up to 500.
Yeah.
Why? What was the reason for that?
Well, I mean, there's going to be damage. There's going to be lost, and there's going to be theft because these things get left on people's. A lot of people live in apartments, and they go, everything that's not in a box gets stolen here. Or I had the Canada strike, so everything that was just a complete mess. So you're going to need extras, and then also obviously you can sell them because people miss out on things. I mean, if I wasn't, I haven't been active on anything but even just Facebook, and I saw Doug promote it the last few days on Facebook, so that reminded me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for getting
500 enough, Zach? That's all you needed?
Extras.
500 extras. That's what I mean. Yeah. Is that enough?
Well, I'm trying to make these things kind of exclusive. So I'm trying to cut it between what I need to replace damaged and lost, because I want it to be that people jumped on, feel like they got something cool, and they couldn't have just waited another year and gotten the same thing.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a second printing?
I'm thinking no. I mean, right now I'm kind of thinking, just do the. I mean, I got old material, and sometimes I think about but I'm just moving forward. The next book is like 60% done. That one's going to be done in like April or May.
Yeah.
Here.
Who's the artist on it?
Ashmer.
He's not saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, we live in a world right now, Cecil. We're working in a society in which we have to protect the names of some of the collaborators who are working with us, lest they be harassed. That's how bleak and weird things are in comics.
That is sad, but actually the saddest thing I heard is that Zach is still buying his sneakers off a peg. Please get him out of a box already, even if it's $30.
There are a lot of people who are like in the chat, I'll buy Zach new shoes. Zach should do what I did. I don't know if he should do what I did or not, but I opened a PO box.
Yeah.
People want they want to send me Rose Tico action figures, and I'm like, okay, all right. But Zach, can you imagine if Zach just opened a PO box and said my sneaker size is 11.5? Can you imagine? Zach, was I right about your sneaker size?
Yeah, you actually guessed it exactly. That's weird.
It'd be cheaper to open a PO box than to pay for those sneakers off a peg. You just open the PO box and tell people your sneaker size, and you'll get 20 pairs. So if you're cheap,
Doug, that's what Ethan just said.
I know. I'm underlining it. I'm saying what the boss said. I'm underlining it.
Doug's in his own little world.
Doug, I know. Doug is like, I have a great idea. It's exactly what Ethan said 2 minutes ago.
Who the hell is? What about
that
Nasser? Nasser just said, I'm in my own world.
That's the thing that they say happens. That's what third wave feminists complain, that they'll give an idea and then someone in the boardroom will immediately repeat it and get credit for it.
Yeah. So that's right. And you're complaining about it, Ethan, because you're a third wave feminist.
I'm not a third wave feminist. I'm a traditional feminist.
So then
I'm
you
still
hate
fighting
women
for the 19th Amendment. Yeah.
Actually,
by the way, Ethan, did you see the video about Darkseid got #MeToo'd?
Yes. I didn't see your video yet. I heard about it, and I'm meaning to watch your video on it today.
They are literally, you pop smoke just in time.
Dude, crazy people. I don't even know what to say. They've got Darkseid behaving like a common criminal.
Like Weinstein. Yeah.
Wait, they're telling the women to smile more, and they had a baking.
Literally.
It's unreal. It's beyond parody.
Well, the thing is, if you want to just do it all for jokes, they're doing it. You can, but then they're trying to say like this is a serious topic. But then they're doing literally like Darkseid after a battle, he goes up to Granny Goodness, who is like the young hot version, but still has white hair, and he says, "I have a hunger for something that battle cannot fill," or something like that. You're like, oh, geez, this is like this is the VHS tape when you get a new job. You know, the sexual harassment training, like it's that cringy.
It's funny because it's true.
I might have to read that one and review.
And it's in continuity. Jack Kirby created these characters 40 years ago, and then some nobody, no one's heard of, is destroying the characters to get what? A couple likes, social media.
Yeah, and to get
Gail that's worth more than money, Zach.
What's up?
I said, don't you know that's worth more than money, Zach?
It really is. It's the new dollar.
Right.
Well,
I take Twitter likes every day over money.
I've done videos on this because Hollywood's obsessed with remakes. They just remake everything all the time. They're now doing what women want into what men want, and it's like a feminist remake of it.
Yeah.
And my points, I think that I came to some conclusions is that they do it for two reasons. One, they have no ideas left, right? And then two, they want to get rid of the old story and replace it with the new progressive agenda in it, so that it's like you can get rid of that. No one's going to watch that because there's a new one with all the progressive stuff in it, so they can retrain people.
Yeah. Honestly, they're just hiring people who don't even really care about these characters. They don't care at all. They didn't read any of these books. They have no idea who Darkseid is. They go, oh, so it's a bad guy male character, Trump, and then everyone around him, that's us. Like all the female characters around this character, that's us. Let's just write ourselves into these characters, men versus women, Trump versus women, and then they undo all of this work. They undo all of the grandeur and the just scope and size of these characters, and they do it, so the Gail Simone will retweet them on Twitter and say, "You've got to get this one."
What? You don't think there's grandeur in reducing Darkseid to a creepy night manager at a Waffle Hut on the highway?
Zach, I said this yesterday. Darkseid wears a tight mini skirt, man. I don't even think he has a dong. You would see it. He wears a tight mini skirt and thigh-high boots. I don't think he has a sexual appetite at all. At all. The whole thing is absolutely outrageous.
I know Zach was in pain during that because I know you love the Fourth World and all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Fourth World is the greatest, probably, single creation since it was created basically as sprung full, from the head of Zeus type of thing. It was parceled out, but he had all of that in his head, and it's probably the greatest single creation in the history. I mean, Star Wars basically ripped off 30% of it, and this thing is they're just flushing it down the toilet, and nobody cares.
Marvel's rip off of Darkseid is Thanos, and look what they're doing with him.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hold up.
Okay, thanks, Nasser. Any case, Thanos is the Darkseid ripoff. They're getting it right for now. I mean, I think when the Endgame movie comes out, that's going to go down the toilet too. Captain Marvel's going to one punch him. I promise you, and she's going to die in the arms of the Grim Reaper.
Well, Thanos is going to pinch her ass first, and then she's going to punch him.
Oh my God, Cecil, you're driving me nuts. Because you're right, you are 100% right.
Come here, weak woman.
He's going to call her Toots.
Right. He'll be like,
don't call me Toots.
Why do they do this? Martina brought this up earlier when she came in. I talk about this Lego study that determined exactly the difference between the way women play and the way boys play, girls and boys from the ages of 3 forward. And it's just it really kind of defines all of this. The reason why Darkseid is acting like that, and the reason why Granny Goodness is acting like that, is because it's being written by feminists who don't really care. And also, they're not quite sure how you're supposed to approach these characters. The Lego study showed that like when girls sit down with these Lego toys, like a Lego action figure, like let's say you give a boy a Batman Lego, the boy becomes Batman. The boy starts to pretend he's Batman. You know, the character that he's playing with, he kind of says, "That's me. That's who I want to be." And a girl takes a Lego figure of Batman, and the Batman figure becomes her. And the girls were actually saying things to the Lego study engineers like, "I wish I could shrink down and go into this little Lego, you know, castle. I wish I could be there with them." They would say, "How come this Lego face is orange? My skin isn't orange. I want the Lego to look more like me." You know, when girls play with Barbie dolls, Barbie isn't anybody. Barbie doesn't have a personality. Barbie is for a girl to project herself onto. So when women get a hold of these characters, that's what they do. And I hate to sound sexist, Doug, but I'm going to. They take characters like Plastic Man, and they make Plastic Man into them. So when you're reading Plastic Man, you are reading Plastic Man or Gail Simone as Plastic Man.
Yeah.
And then boys, what they do is they kind of counter that by picking up the comic book. Now we read the comic book. When Zach reads a comic book like Batman, he wants to be Batman. Like he's taking that character out of there. And the reason why it doesn't work, the reason why it feels toxic to him is because, you know, Plastic Man is Gail Simone. He's like, I don't want to be this. I don't want to be this strange character that spouts out Twitter jargon and SJW nonsense and all these little stupid quips. I don't want to be that person.
I want to be the fat auntie.
I don't want to be Batman sitting on a ledge talking about Catwoman all the time, you know, mooning over a lost love in Catwoman. I don't want to be that guy.
He's always dreaming. Poor guy. Batman didn't need no women.
I don't think Batman. You know, that's the thing. These are all people like. It is a feminine trait to write yourself into these characters. It is.
Well, there's been some very notable exceptions, but it was back in the day when you kind of had to acknowledge that this was a majority male hobby, and you realize, you know, the rules and the culture. I talk about Ann Nocenti all the time, and she was able to come in and she had a point of view, but she wrote all the characters in character. And she seemed to even have fun. She's like, you know, I'm kind of got an outsider's perspective, but I understand the tropes of this genre. You know, the men are supposed to be heroic. The women are supposed to be alluring. There's supposed to be one good fight or some big twist somewhere in every single issue. And she was able to play the established rules of the established game.
Yeah, you know, there like somebody like Ann Nocenti actually has discipline, you know, and she learned, like she would sit there and go, okay, these characters are not here for me to project myself onto or to tell, you know, or to say something that I feel personally. I've got to imagine that Daredevil is this character. Daredevil is Matt Murdock. He's already been established. I know who he is. And it's going to take, you know, talent to actually write him with his own voice and not my voice. And that's a discipline. And by the way, it takes some self-restraint.
It's also just flat out respect. It's respect for, you know, the character, the medium, the fans, but also respect for yourself as a writer that say, oh, okay, I can go into this new culture, learn the rules, and win by them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but is it diverse?
Here's the thing, like you're entering a like kind of a male dominated hobby. And yeah, I think that's the way to look at it. It's just like, can I get in there and can I conquer on these terms? Because if I'm going to change the terms of this male dominated hobby, those people are going to leave. They're going to no longer get what they were getting out of it. And they're going to go find something else to do, which is kind of what's happening right now. These books just aren't fun anymore. They don't feel good. They just don't feel good. They don't feel the same. And by the way, they're no fun. And it's, if you were going to write for another audience, and that would be fine, but that audience doesn't seem to exist. You know, that audience just doesn't seem to exist. They're not coming to replace, you know, the old audience that you chased away by calling them toxic. It's just. Have you
ever seen this show called Outlander? It's on one of those, you know, HBO or something like that.
I have.
So Outlander is very, very interesting because they basically took some, you know, a thing that in any other decade would have been Braveheart, and then they made it basically for a female audience. And it kind of rides that line where you can watch it, and there's enough, good fights and things like that in every episode. But it's very much, it was I believe the novels were written by a woman, and it has I would say, majority female audience. But they realize you can't go into get hired for Outlander and write it as Highlander or what's the Braveheart. You got to realize that this is Outlander. You have to have this dramatic twist in the romantic relationship and things of that nature. And it's actually even it's a male showrunner, but he realized what was the appeal of this franchise. So a man was able to work under the rules of a mostly female dominated genre and franchise.
Yeah, they were romance novels, basically.
Yeah.
I could write a romance novel. I could do it.
I could too.
No, you couldn't, Nasser. Nasser, I've read your stories.
Pal. I would love to read a romance.
I want a Nasser romance novel so bad.
Holy, that
Nasser,
I crowdfund that.
Nasser,
oh my gosh!
If I didn't know you, and I do know you, and I know what you're about, okay. So I want you to stop being you for a minute and be a normal person.
All
now,
right.
Listen. Your project, your assignment for me,
and
I'm going to know if you screw this up, is to write one chapter of a romance novel. Now, Nasser, if you clown this, I'm going to read it and I'm just not even going to pay attention to it. Like, I'm the only one who's going to see it if you mess this up and you do this as a bit. I mean, do it for real.
I will do it for real, Ethan.
Yeah, Cecil, you've read a bunch of romance novels. How did those start? What's the intro to every romance novel got?
Well, they start with my pants on and they end with my pants off.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never read a romance novel. I read like about 1/3 of the first Twilight book. That's as close as I got.
Okay. As a woman, I just have to butt in here. But the key to the romance novel is all of the tension and the buildup of this like chemistry and interaction. You know what I mean? It's no even touching, nothing yet. It's all the suspense in between that chemistry.
The anticipation.
Yeah. That's a romance novel right there.
There you go, Nasser. Just write what you know.
I have an idea for one. But I have a different novel I'm working on right now, so I need to finish it first.
Okay, tidy up that one, and then we'll.
Nasser, no, I need a chapter out of you, and I need it pretty soon. So, like by Monday, one chapter, because I will do a Nasser piece theater, based on your romance novel, and just a chapter.
Just a 5,000 word chapter. You do that in half a day.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but Doug, he does. You know what I mean?
Half a day's work for him. He can do that. You're like a writer for Ethan's show. It's like a staff writer. You're blowing out some material for him.
All right. Yeah. I could get that done by Monday.
Yeah. Thanks.
That's all I ask. I don't ask much.
Make the man have the flowing hair like the Fabio model.
He must be Fabio. In fact, and Nasser, again, when I say this, I want you to take it seriously. Do not fuck around. Do not fuck this audience.
Don't try to be funny.
Wait, can they be two?
You'll only be funny if you're serious.
So Nasser,
be funny.
Yeah.
Wait, can it be two women?
No, see, now you're trying to be funny. You're trying.
I'm being for real. I'm being for real.
You're being a clown, and Nasser, I'm not going to tolerate it. And this audience is not going to tolerate it.
I think, listen, he knows as much about lesbian romance as he does about hetero romance. Either way, it'll be a shot in the dark.
Yeah, so what difference does it make? Right. Nasser, you need to do, the male is Fabio. Now, I want you to do a little bit of research. See, this is why I can't trust you to do anything, Nasser.
No, I'm laughing at, no, never mind why I'm laughing.
Do a little research about Fabio.
Okay.
Find out.
It doesn't have to be Fabio. He's just the model. It could be,
No, it is Fabio.
It has to be the actual guy, the Italian dude who rides his dirt bike.
The guy hit in the face. Fabio, the only thing I know about Fabio is I've seen his butter commercials. I can't believe it's not butter. But the other thing I know about him is that he got hit in the face with a duck when he was on a roller coaster, and it gave him a nosebleed.
It exploded on him.
Yeah.
I think it was a bird.
When was that?
It was a goose, actually.
It's a goose. Look it up. Look it up. I don't know when it was.
It's on video. It's
He
really
had a bloody face too. I remember.
Yeah, he looked terrible at the end of that ride.
Wow.
he was the
crazy.
celebrity that was doing the inaugural run or whatever it is of it. And he was in the front cart and he was going down the hill super fast, and a goose flew right in the path of his face and it exploded.
I think Zach left, by the way. That's what he does.
Yeah, he's out. He got chased off by our. See, we got to engage him to keep him hooked in the shit.
No, that
was a lot for him.
That was a lot for him. He's
I
breathing into a paper bag right
He
now.
hung in the best he could.
Yeah,
great. Hey, he did great. I want to encourage him. The people love.
I want him to do more live streams. I love when he did
He won't do any live streams. But yeah, when I get Zach in here, I'm just like, you can leave whenever you want. You can stay. You don't, whatever you want to do. And then he'll come in, he'll talk a little bit, and then leave. And you guys have to understand that's who he is. But anyway, back to Nasser. Nasser.
Yeah.
The meet cute could be Fabio getting hit in the face with the duck, like right after that. Okay.
Right. The nurse at the amusement park falls in love with him while treating him.
Yeah.
Or it could be the owner of this duck.
The owner of the duck. Do you think the duck had an owner?
And isn't the woman?
No, maybe you can write that in. Why not make it like a prize goose from the state fair, and the woman that owns him is devastated.
Yeah.
Martina, if the woman is single, she's been passed up by men, or she's real lonely, like a librarian type, and if she's married, then she's married to some like accountant or some real insensitive scold, right?
Well, I mean,
in the romance.
In a romance, yeah. There's the two types of women: is
abusive. Yeah, right. It's the forgotten woman and the woman that's being abused.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's always good to have some sort of like, it's like bad or like, I can't, I shouldn't.
Oh yeah.
So
what's wrong?
What if it's like
but
a
it's so
SJW
good.
woman and like the guy like works in like the Trump administration or something? That'd be forbidden.
It's Donald Trump Jr. I can't.
Yeah, Donald Trump
Jr.
And
I'm Nancy Pelosi. I shouldn't.
Yeah. Cortez. Oh, Nancy.
Yes.
Cortez.
Yeah, dude, Trump Jr. dating AOC.
Yeah, that'd be
forbidden love. Captured a nation.
You can't turn down
Could
like
it be anyone else?
his oily hair, his oily grease back hair, and his coked out suit choices.
All of those are good, but now we're spinning Nasser off in the wrong direction. I really do want a disciplined piece of work,
It's got to be. Can't be the celebrity. It's going to be too funny. So just normal people would be better.
Well, he wants Fabio.
No, I think Fabio would be good. I do. I know he's not a normal person, but All right, hold on. Let me read some super chats here, and Nasser can think about it. We got a lot of super chats lined up here. Gojirify says, "Trim your beard." Sierra Whiskey says, "Hail to the king, hail Caesar, hail Crystal." John Dillard gaming the system. "I could join if you want, my dear uncle." I think we're filled up, John, right now. I want to focus on these 4 books that I've got. Man of Sex, by the way, best new screen name, Man of Sex. Now we need to bring Crystal Pepsi back.
What?
Yeah.
Is that a real flavor?
Yeah, that was. It was clear.
Wow.
There was no point to it, Crystal, except that it was clear, and it looked like Sprite.
That's new.
Yeah. Michael Ross says, "Stretch goal idea. Nasser won't eat lunch on stream for at least 6 months."
I was planning to end those soon anyways.
Nasser was so annoying in that video, Doug, about you making Mike cry. He was so annoying, dude.
Really? Yeah, he was such a smart. He thought he was so. He was so
making his chair squeak. He was like, he had a big grin on his face, and he was making his chair squeak, and everyone.
That was still 2.0 though. That he's full on into like 5.0 by now. He was way back there back then.
I think Nasser's that type. If you're getting beat up, he'll laugh.
Yeah. All right. Man of Sex says, "Men with clean hands, weak minds can't beat Doug." That's right. Uriah Wright is quoting me from last night when I said, "Don't make me yell at black people." EVS, and that was something that I had to say. You'll have to look for the context of that. Timothy Wilson says, "Can you put the link again for Old Girl Comic?" Well, all of the links are in the description, Timothy. I'm not sure what you mean, but it is in the link. Brian, or in the description. Brian the Observer says, my friend Zoran is making a comic starring EVS, Doug, and our favorite CG pals as they do battle with NPC zombies. He's almost done. He's looking for a colorist. Call Moose Bauman, maybe. Contact me or Zoran if interested. Timothy Wilson says, the art looks dope as fuck. Guardian Angel says, how can we ever lose with people like this on our side, and meme magic to back it up? Midnight Images says, what's up, everyone? Just back DNS this morning. That's great. Edward Hogg says,
thank you.
Yeah, EVS, for God's sake, will you free Alice? We love her. Who's Alice? What did I do?
The maid.
Oh, Alice the maid, the Mego doll that I denuded.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I got Amigo Alice, and I
From Brady Bunch Alice.
Yeah. I took off all her clothes on the live stream.
Oh, no.
She was wearing blue panties.
He played Sam the Butcher with her.
Yeah.
I remember that Sam guy. He was always in the bowling league.
He was always bringing her the meat.
See, there you go. This is your story.
It's
a romance novel in action. It's happening.
Yeah. Gojirify says, Lady Alchemy announced a variant Cyberfrog cover. She wouldn't do that, but she could if she asked me. See, this is the thing. Like, honestly, I'm very, like, all you have to do is ask. And this is why Mike S. Miller is worse than Satan, is that, like, he wouldn't even ask. Just say, Ethan, can I just do this? I'll be like, yeah, sure, pal. I mean, ask Antonio Bryce. Can I do a t-shirt with Cyberfrog on it? Yeah. No problem. Thanks for asking. Mike just goes ahead and takes liberties. He does.
Yeah. You slap a lawsuit on him and he'll start asking.
That'll make some changes in his life, won't it? You're being sued. But yeah, I'll be like, well, it's just the way the game is. I'm going to smile and be like, it's just the way the game is played, Mike. It's just the way the game is
Everyone
played.
said to get Daddy's belt. Sorry, Mike. Nothing personal.
Yeah.
This is not personal.
Hank Spectrum says, Martina is so dreamy.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I got out of bed. It's like 5 in the morning, 4:30. Got out of bed. I saw a link out, and I was like, glasses. It's happening. Let's get on stream.
Love it. You're always welcome.
Thanks.
Nicholas Shades Art says, hail EVS. Any tips for a new YouTuber like myself? Yeah, do a lot of crossover streams. Try to get noticed and make sure that you ask people for subs. Always say, please subscribe to my channel. Timothy Wilson, Bizap, you have just created your own label. Professor Geek says, congrats, Crystal and Mike, hyped for Lady Alchemy too. Trixie and Sedusa, thanks for $20. Says, thanks for paving the way for the ladies in Comicsgate, Martina.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
She says, who runs the world? Girls. That's so true right now. Doug, thanks for the prayers. That was really sweet. I'm backing you, Martina.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. That really means a lot.
Yeah.
It's really helping.
Timothy Wilson is he's giving me a lot of money. He's like, hail Caesar, you did it. And then he says, impressive, most impressive. I don't know what he means, but thanks. Slick Jimmy Speaks says, as long as you pimp in books, Ethan, bump Little Girl Lethal. We're only $149 from 20,000. Come get you some sugar, cool cats, and pretty kitties. All right, Slick Jimmy, you need to come on the stream now and then, though. It gets you promoted a little bit better. Mark C says, Ethan, really F with Mike and have your lawyer troll call him with a trademark infringement claim. I mean, look, Doug isn't the only one who can make Mike cry. I'll bet I could do it. And by the way, I would do it on a live stream. I would make sure I had the lawyer time it while we were both live together. I'd have his phone ring, and then get slapped with a lawsuit.
Yeah, hello? Yeah, this is Morgan, and Morgan.
Everyone wants this to happen. Artura77 says, sue Mike. Seriously. Gojirify says, sue Mike, take his house, dance with his wife. This is just a little too much. Don Colette, thanks for the donation. Seamus McCallahan, if I knew about the Comicsgate variant Lone Star, I'd have removed the funding from Doug to buy it. I'm sorry. I love our fans. They're awesome. Gojirify says, Malin announced a variant Graveyard Cyberfront cover. He's welcome to it. It's implicit. Saul for X says, Ethan, could you please, oh my God. Ethan, could you please say 3 kind things about Renfimus? It would mean a lot. Signed, someone who tries to spread civility between these opposing groups in superhero comics. There's a heart and a couple of avatars or emojis that I don't understand. 3 kind things about Renfimus for $10. Well,
He's not Hitler. Renfamous is not Hitler.
I can't even say that, Doug. But what I would like to say is her husband. I didn't see him tied up anywhere. I haven't seen any bruises, so I assume he's okay, and that's nice. That's one.
Wait, Renfamous is married?
Yes.
How does that work?
I know, right?
I don't know that it works. I have no opinion about it whatsoever. I've seen pictures of the guy, and I've never seen him around, and I can't imagine how he tolerates this.
Okay.
Someone in the chat had a good one. And Tolfrey said, owns cool vintage TV. I'm into the cool vintage TV.
Yeah. Well, it's not that vintage. It's from 1996. Okay, so she does own a vintage TV. If vintage means 1996,
it's 20 years means vintage. So is it? 20?
No. Oh yeah, it is. That's me in math. So yeah, vintage, 20 years of old TV.
Has been published by a big publisher, and that's big to get stuff out on DC. That's big.
Who, Renfamous?
Yeah.
What was she published? She wasn't
published. Didn't you pull a book out of hers from your DC stack? Wasn't one of them her?
I don't think so.
No, you're confusing her with someone else. But I know that, but I don't even know who you're talking about.
See, he's always in his own little world. He never knows what's going on.
Oh no, that's Heather Antos.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
Yeah, you're thinking of Heather Antos.
I thought Ren was a.
She's like Heather Antos's less talented sister, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, so it's funny.
I'm sorry. I've been spending too much time in the last 6 months making effing comics instead of keeping track of who's who. Sorry.
All right.
Just trying to make.
How long are we on this? Just give him the $10 back.
I will. Yeah, I will fund your money. I'm not. I'm thinking. Well, she was a Republican and she's not anymore. Yeah. It's like
so she had an intelligent past, so we'll give her that. She
that's fine.
She had a brilliant past.
Good enough. I can't. She's not a nice person. There's nothing nice to say about her. She's an evil person who spends her life and all of her time trying to make people miserable. Trying to destroy people's lives, trying to imply and insinuate that they're racist, ruin their reputations, let them lose their jobs and their livelihoods. Fuck Renfamous. She's a terrible human being. It's not a matter of, hey, this person I don't like. Maybe we haven't gotten along, and then I can say some nice things about them. Though there is nothing redeeming about this person. She's a terrible human being. Sorry. Yeah, you have to get over this thing about SJWs being normal people. They're not. We could agree. Like when John Delarose and I were fighting, I could give you 3 nice things about John Delarose because he's a normal person. He's not an SJW. Renfamous is not. Mike Jenkins says, "What? Everyone has seen American Werewolf in London." Gojirify says, "Zach, have you been back to stabby cuts lately?" I should have asked him that. Mike Jenkins says, "Zach, we need to rehab your sneaker game. Walmart kicks are just sad, dude." Mike Jenkins says, "Zach is so cheap. He still has his first communion money." Angry Joker says, "Oh my God, please help me. My farts started to smell like bacon after I read Captain Marvel." By the way, what happened to Red Rooster? I never got my book. It's not done yet, Angry Joker. I don't think his book is even due until April. And Angry Joker again says, "Did you guys hear about the Twitter profile leaking info about Captain Marvel?" No. Jason Green says, "All this nonsense makes me think we're living in a bizarre world. Glad you guys are here to set it straight." Gojirify says, "I have the anti-life equation in my pants." Trixie Sedusa again says, "If someone tells me to smile more, I'm going to lay sideways and moon them. There's my effing smile, loser." Mike Jenkins says, "Zach, what's up with the Kwanzaa puppet?" Yeah, where is that? Rhino says, "EVS, your Snow White parody is a romance novel." Of a sort. Bro White and the 7 little biatches. Tim Collins says, "Nasser didn't ask my permission to write my life story. Gotta sue Nasser." Mike Jenkins says, "Nasser, the exact opposite of game. Nasser writes romance novels that only Scott Peterson would love," says Loki 7. Black Cap says, "I have the title of your chapter, Nasser. Pull out game is weak." That's a romance novel about our boy Zach. Z08, thanks for the $10 donation. Timothy Wilson says, "Word up, I paid for $35 comic book a year ago." Angry Joker says, "By the way, are you going to put your other Cyberfrog books out on Indiegogo?" Yes. MW77 says Cyberpunk is taking longer than All-Star Batman. That is a lie. That All-Star Batman still hasn't come out yet, and it was supposed to come out in 2004. Matt Becker says beard is looking real weird, dude. Matt, you can't just crack on my beard all day long. Jensen Chance goes, Lady Alchemy, what's up with your friend Margaret's belly getting banned from Twitter for using Learn to Code?
Yeah, I would be careful, guys. I mean, I got a little 12-hour ban, and she got permanently banned for not tweeting at anyone, no ats, no targeted harassment, literally just had Learn to Code in the tweet, and she got permanently banned. So seriously, be careful. It's crazy.
Wow.
You know where
wait, she got permanently banned?
Yeah, permanently banned. She didn't at anyone. She just mentioned Learn to Code in like a sentence.
I added a guy 3 days ago. He said he was a journalist. And he goes, "Hey, everybody, I just got someone banned for saying Learn to Code. So fight back, turn him in." And so I responded. I added back to him, Learn to Code. I got like hundreds of likes on it, and nothing happened.
Really? Yeah. See that's
I was hoping they'd ban me.
Really?
Then I could go back to work. I could draw more comics instead of sit on Twitter all day.
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, it's a conspiracy. Like they're after it. I just honestly didn't really think it was that big of a deal.
I've heard it from a ton of people. I've heard it from a ton of people that if you write that, if you say there's two genders, you're off, and if you say Learn to Code,
it's pretty serious. So just be careful, because I didn't really take it that seriously, and I said, Vice needs to learn to code. I didn't at anyone, and then I got a 12-hour ban, and then Margaret she's completely done. So
the Learn to Code thing, for people in the audience who don't understand what it is. So when the coal miners were all put out of business, all of these snotty journalists at BuzzFeed, all of these awful far left wing persecuting websites all said, well, maybe they all had articles that said, can coal miners learn to code? They were all, I mean, it was really awful. It was so brutal. Like, these people spend their entire lives as coal miners. They're in that industry. They're unemployed because of these environmental bullshit, laws that we're going through. And and all that. All the journalists had to say was just, join the 21st century, essentially, to these people, which was cruel. So recently, when all of these people at BuzzFeed and Vox and all these awful sites, there have been massive layoffs, and these journalists have all been fired out in their asses. The response by right wingers has been learn to code. Learn to code, which is justice. I mean, they absolutely deserve to have that shoved down their throats. And they better learn to swallow it. Now, instead of just saying fair play, that's pretty witty, that's pretty devastating. Twitter is responding by acting like that's a hate crime.
Targeted harassment.
Yeah, it's pretty ugly. It's pretty hypocritical. But again, this is the way SJWs are, and this is the water that we're all swimming in.
It's just frustrating too, because I mean, I have someone on Twitter that's like made a Lady Alchemy fake Twitter account that replicated my like cover photos, my bio. I thought I got hacked or something, and then I realized it was another profile. It completely replicated, did not say that it was a parody. It did not say that it was what is it called, a fan account. It just replicated my profile and started posting things, and I tried reporting it, and Twitter says it's not a violation. I had someone tweeting that they're stalking me, literally #stalking Martina Markota, Lady Alchemy, and adding me in it. And they said it's not a violation. So all this is not a violation. I'm clearly being stalked and harassed, but then learn to code.
You had actual targeted harassment.
Yeah, but learn to code.
You can get around it, though. You can find other ways to say it. I've seen people saying, "Have you considered pursuing an education in coding?" That's a good way to do it too.
I was writing it in code, with like brackets and like hyphens, and
that would require them to know how to code to read, that they have to know how to code.
Yeah, I'm seeing some good memes that are sort of getting around the learn to code phrase by saying the same thing. So it's kind of fun.
Ethan, I got to go to bed.
Yeah, I know.
It's 11 o'clock, but my campaign's at 144 too. I'm looking for a good, really stupid stunt to do at 150. Maybe you and your guys can come up with something really awful.
Doug, we'll work on it for you.
Work on it for me, brother.
Maybe you could read Nasser's chapter.
That would be.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
There ain't enough backers in the world.
Oh, come on. I'm going to do it. I'll read it. I'll read Nasser's chapter. I give his stuff respect, Nasser. And Nasser's going to agree with that. Nasser, I give your readings pretty good.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks,
all right.
guys. We'll
good night, all. God bless you guys. Keep pushing pushing your stuff hard. Work hard. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll be back on later. See you.
Later, Doug.
Bye.
Later.
Trixie Sedusa says, Ethan, first time chatting with you, new to Comicsgate. Saw your link on Gil Rivera's Night Stalker page. Love your guest tonight. I'll be back. And thank you for $20. We're going to get to Gil. Gil, are you in here?
Yes, sir. Right here.
Okay, we're gonna start selling books in 1 minute. Let me finish these super chats. Slick Jimmy Speaks says, send me the link, Ethan. Slick Jimmy, let's do it tomorrow. Let's get you on here selling your book tomorrow. Vince Hickey says, I thought Renfamous was married to Twitter. Global Cop, thanks for a donation. Ito Higuma, thanks for a 10-pound donation. I don't use Learn to Code. Most journals aren't smart enough to grasp coding. Learn to Fry is more fitting. Putting metal cages full of frozen fries into oil is all they're qualified for. Barely. I agree. Francis Lancer, thanks for $5. I got permabanned for saying Learn to Code, and I'm a person of color. This is the last straw. I am now far right. Okay, Francis, that's fantastic. Passion for Drawing says, when Ethan isn't stealing our guests, please watch Drawing Aces on my channel with Edwin the Ace, Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
He's a great artist.
Yeah. All right, so let's get back to this now. I want to talk about these comics. I'm really, really pleased with the success that a lot of these books are seeing, especially like I was saying earlier. Hold on a second. Like I was saying earlier, Lady Alchemy is doing great. It's jumped up a little bit since we've been here, and there it goes again. If you haven't yet backed Lady Alchemy, the link is in the description. You're getting to know the creator here. I mean, this is the difference between us and Marvel and DC, aside from no disgusting, toxic political ideology in our comics. You actually do kind of get to know us. So, Martina's here. You can ask her questions. You can talk to her. And absolutely do throw your support behind Lady Alchemy, especially when,
Thanks, man.
She's getting screwed over in so many ways. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's exhausting. But yeah, this is definitely kind of the thing that I'm trying to do now. I want to get back into the arts, so I think I'm going to take less time reporting and focus on this a bit more.
Are you serious? I bet you're still with Rebel Media, right? Or are you going to kind of
Yeah, no, I'll be freelance, so I'll be able to have a little more free time and do reports when I think they're important, and then focus on some other things. So,
Nice. I might do a video about you, Martina.
What?
Yeah, I might do it. Yeah, like let's just talk about maybe just a one-on-one interview kind of thing, and then we'll kind of tie Lady Alchemy into it. But we'll talk about your story and the stuff that's going on with you right now, just so that people know. I think that would benefit us both. So let's plan on doing that when you get a chance.
Sure.
All right, so Night Stalker. Now, Night Stalker, this is the first time I've touched on this campaign. I don't even know Gil Rivera. Gil, are you friend or foe?
I am definitely friend. Definitely friend.
Okay, that's good to know. By the way, Black Cap, thanks for $20. You guys are amazingly entertaining. I love everyone on this panel. Comicsgate for life and Sovereign for the win. Yeah, Andrew Huerta's in here. We're going to talk about Sovereign tonight as well. All right, Gil, this is your time, man. I want to know everything about this. Now, I've seen the artwork. Can people see this? People can see it. Already, I love the design. This is nice cityscape, man.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Good job. Gil, yeah, great stuff. How long have you been working on Night Stalker?
Well, I got serious about it last year. I'm a graphic designer by trade, but the comic books have always been my passion and my love. So last year I had a chance to actually make it happen, and I started doing some local comic conventions and all that stuff, and we debuted a beta version of Night Stalker, the first issue, last year in March, and we debuted it at the Cleveland Comic-Con, Wizard World.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a very good reception. We had a few hundred copies on hand, and we sold out. So that was real promising, and we had a lot of feedback. I started getting a lot of emails from people saying how they liked the story. When's the next one coming out, and all this stuff. So, yeah. So it was like last year. Last year I started doing it, and actually, I don't know if you remember, but I came on you reviewed it on your Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews.
That is right. I recognize all of these pages. I was just going through and I'm like, oh my God, I know exactly what this is. So, Gil, I used to do a show. I used to do kind of a, maybe I've done like 25 of them, but I did something called Brutally Honest Portfolio Reviews. People could send me their pages and I would actually review them. Gil was one of the subjects of one of these videos. Dude, can I just say how proud I am of you? Congratulations! You got your book coming out. You're working on it. It looks like it's looks great, man.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I did. I remember you gave me some amazing criticism. You said, work on your perspective, work on your some of my choices. Like my eyes were a little big, and so I actually went in there and I remastered all the critiques you gave me. Unlike SJWs or NPCs, I don't get offended by criticism. I use it to make my product better.
Which is what you're going to need to do. All of this is, when you get criticism, you're always working on improving your product. Always trying to become a better artist. Always trying to push the boundaries and do something new. I'm looking at this unfinished 2-page spread of the cityscape here, and first of all, let me say I really like the fact that you put the shadows on top of the buildings. That's hot. That's what you should do at nighttime. All of the light is down here, so that looks dynamite, man. That looks really, really cool. Nice variety of shapes of buildings. You can see all the roads and highways leading in. This is going to take a while for you to finish, isn't it? This the cityscape. I've been there. I know exactly what it's like.
Yeah, definitely. I remember you were saying in one of the other streams, you were saying that some of the pieces that take more time are the ones that the reader, somebody, they take for granted and they go for that awesome looking action shot or something. But this one's going to take me a couple of days to finish.
Yeah, like this is the thing. Like this is going to take forever, and people are going to see this and go, "Oh yeah, all right," and then flip the page and just look at this. Like look at stuff like this, and this is easier to do, much easier to do than this is. So I'm very excited about this. And unfortunately, you're one. Oh, look at that, dude.
Yeah, that was.
That looks good too. Another guest artist, or did you ink him?
No, I colored it. That was Mike Bowden. He worked on I think he did Flash, a couple issues of Flash. He did World of Warcraft back in the day, and I really liked his art style. And I've found him on DeviantArt, and I just kind of messaged him, and he was nice enough to look at my stuff, and he liked the design. Said, "Yeah, man, I can do a cover for you." I said, "Awesome." So
yeah. This looks pretty dynamite, man. Good stuff. All right, so basically, again, this is something that I feel responsible for. I kind of stepped away. I've only been doing Cyberfrog. I've been doing my own kind of Star Wars videos. I've not been doing Comicsgate videos like I should, and I've let you down, Gil, because you've got 8 days left, and I have not been here to help you get the word out about your book. Are you mad at me about that, Gil?
No, not at all, Ethan. You're Caesar. You're a busy guy, man. I know.
Well, you just took a big jump forward, so that's kind of nice here. People are starting to buy your stuff here. For those of you who don't understand how this works, the links to all of these campaigns are in the description. Throw some support behind these comics. Let these guys know that you care. Do support this. This is the way Comicsgate needs to work. We actually do need to support these independent projects so that these guys do not have to bow and scrape to the SJWs and make things worse. The thing about it is that when the only way into the comic book industry is that you have to mouth platitudes and abuse people on Twitter for being something other than an SJW, it makes the problem worse. So we do need to provide a safe, place, an alternate kind of island for people to come to and be able to produce their own comic books without having to do that. And so I do want you to take a look at Night Stalker. The link is in the description. Throw a little support behind it. Throw your attention to it, and see what you can do. We'll check back on Gil in a second. Let's go over and look at the good night, Crystal McGee. Now,
Hey.
hi, Crystal. Crystal, congratulations. Now, you have made $4,000 in 24 hours on your
I know it's crazy.
Yeah, no, $4,100 in 24 hours. Have you been hearing from people? Are people reaching out to you about the Good Night Nightmare Realm #1 and asking you like questions and you know, like what's it? Have there been any weird changes in the last 24 hours?
Like as far as what? I mean, a lot of people I've held a couple like Q&As on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I've answered some of people's questions that way. But I've definitely gotten a lot of people like supporting and stuff like that, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, a lot of people are reaching out to me and saying, "Whoa, Crystal's book, The Good Night, looks great." And yeah, I got that feeling about it. I just saw it and said, "Yeah, this is one of those books that just people just need to see it." You know, it's a lot like Lady Alchemy. It's the same kind of thing where it's like if people see it, they're going to support it. Now, my concern, obviously, we got you past your fixed goal. Look at this. This is an awesome horror book. I'm going to ask you to tell people about it. Like, what is the story about? Because we see this 6-armed creepy woman with a living teddy bear. What's the story?
Yeah, well, the teddy bear's name is Sir Alexander, and he's an Arthurian knight trapped in the body of a teddy bear, and he has kind of been gifted half of Merlin's abilities. And so in present day, he has to basically save this kid that you guys can see in I think the top image if you scroll up a little bit.
Right here, this guy, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, his name's Jack, and he has to protect him from Queen Belladonna. And she's from another world come to drag this kid back because he does have a royal bloodline. So she's going to try to sacrifice him to bring about the return of the Dragon King.
The Return of the Dragon King.
Yeah. It's basically like an ancient mystical dragon type creature. And he needs kind of like a vessel. And it has to be somebody of royal descent. And so this kid, she kind of has a vendetta against his father. So it's kind of killing two birds with one stone.
Very cool. Yeah, I mean, this book, again, it just looks dynamite, and everybody who sees it loves it. So you've got 2 different covers. Now, is one of the covers going to be by this guy?
Yes, by the interior artist, Francisco Nardi. He's currently working on it right now because he has like 2 pages left.
Yeah, okay.
Out of the 48.
Oh, he's on 40. He's got 46 pages of this done.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's great. So this book is definitely going to ship. It's going to be terrific. But what we need to do, honestly, is we need to get you a little more money because Crystal, this is not enough. You asked your asking price was a little low. I think you're going to need to get a little bit more money to make this happen. You've got to ship all these books out. And
I think it is opted for in demand. So then once it ends, it'll go in demand and stuff like that.
Is this your 2nd month?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone's saying somebody said Valium is a hell of a drug. Everyone says you sound like you're asleep. Crystal.
Dude, yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, it's a real sleepy type voice. So,
Crystal, do you have caffeine? Do you need a coffee? Do you need like a the Great Joke says Mr. Rogers' auntie on sleeping pills. That is Crystal, you're getting roasted in the chat.
Ouch.
Everyone loved your book, and you're just like,
Crystal, have a bourbon. You might have like a paradox.
Well, dude, I've already had like 6 cups of coffee today. And
caffeine immunity.
Yeah, have you ever heard of paradoxical effects? Some people actually get tired from caffeine and they get energy from like alcohol and sedatives. You might have that.
People are like, this Crystal's
wild.
She's got a cool voice. Okay, Crystal, that's fine. Everyone is Nuv You says nice soothing voice. So a lot of people are, there's some people who are accusing you of being kind of sleepy, but other people really dig it.
I like her voice, just for the record, but she's
Thanks, Cecil.
Yeah. Cecil gets sharper when he's drunk, says Passion for Drawing, but not everybody does. You know, I don't. I just start yelling when I'm drunk. I don't know. It doesn't take much to get me to yell, though.
I get emotional when I'm drunk.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like a typical woman. I'll just start crying about something.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, I'll fight when I'm drunk. Like, if you want to fight me, I'll have, you know. I'm
What
stupid.
kind of drunk would I be?
Nasser, God only knows. I don't think you should ever have alcohol. I don't think you ever have, and I don't think you ever should. You know?
Yeah.
I have no idea what would happen with you.
He'd wake up covered in blood at the zoo.
Oh my God.
Wow. What?
It'll be like when Edward Scissorhands drinks that liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Martina, I don't want to come off like dark side or anything, but that purple dress you were wearing in that last lingerie video was fantastic.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, you checked that out. Cool,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you. You know, I wear these like vintage clothes and stuff, and I just want to show them off somewhere, and I do videos every day. So
Well, it was great.
enjoy.
Who's in the chat going, oh, yeah? Is that Cecil?
That's
No.
Oh.
Okay. Somebody was like, oh, yeah.
That was me, Ethan.
Oh, Antonio. Antonio's like, I'm always invisible. Yeah, I'm so used to seeing Antonio's avatar that like it doesn't even register with me when he's in here with a big group of people. And of course, Antonio is the one to do that. Antonio, how are you tonight?
I am fantastic, sir. I just had a wonderful chat with Mr. Sanford Green, and it was great. And I think we're friends now. It's I think I just made a new friend. It was awesome.
Oh, that really is awesome.
That's
All
how I
right,
like him.
Yeah. Let him know that you're my friend too, and see what happens. That might be a problem.
Oh no.
Is he anti-comics? Well, no. I've never had a problem with him, but is he anti-Comicsgate?
The thing is, someone actually asked. I did not know that Heather Antos is editing his comic book Bitter Root.
Oh, for God's sake, man!
Yes.
It's just,
yeah, I didn't know that. I was, because I've been reading it, and I was like, oh, Heather Antos, and someone actually asked in the chat, what it was actually like working with Heather. He actually handled the question very well, so I was surprised. I was like, oh man, but the book is good. Bitter Root is amazing. It's fantastic. I'm looking forward to the next issue. So
I have no problem with Heather Antos, except she called one of my best friends a white supremacist. Other than that, we cool. That's all I'm saying. The Good Night Nightmare Realm by Crystal McGee. I don't know. It's the thing I've got my eye on the most right now, and of course, it's just bouncing up there every time I refresh it. It's getting more and more support. I would like to see this book do. Well, it's going to be in demand. I would like to see this book do $60,000 by the time I let go of it. But Crystal, you know what that means? First of all, what it means is this audience is going to get to know you in a way that they've gotten to know Nasser, and they've gotten to know Cecil, and they've gotten to know Antonio, and they're getting to know Martina. They're going to get to know you, and they're going to say things like, you sound like you're on Ambien, and they're going to roast you, and they're going to call you Mr. Rogers.
No, they were saying that she sounds sexy. Everyone was like, I love her voice. I love her voice.
If Crystal sounds sexy, give me a 1. If Crystal sounds like she's falling asleep, give me a 2. Well, I mean, they're not exactly mutually exclusive.
I'm falling asleep.
It could be both, yeah.
There's a Bill Cosby joke in there, but
no. Do it, Cecil.
All right, let's see what people say. So we got Tippy Tail McKitty says 2, but we got 2 1s in there. So we'll see. Oh, here it goes. It's an even mix. Yeah, sleepy and sexy is an even mix. But again, and they're saying we hurt because we love. Let me tell you something. Nobody has been hurt.
From?
What?
Is that a line from something?
Somebody said that. They're just explaining that they're going to hurt your feelings because they love you. And I'm telling you right now, that's absolutely true. They've made fun of me every single minute for a year and a half now. It hasn't stopped. It hasn't let up. But I think it's because they love me. Everyone says sleepy sexy and always sexy. But yeah, everyone likes. Okay. So if you like Crystal McGee and you're digging her scene, throw a little support behind her book. Obviously, The Good Night. I want to get this thing up there. I want it to beat Antonio's. I don't know why. Just out of fight. I want to do better than Antonio. I think it would be fun. All right, so let's check out Samurai and Dinosaurs again. Mike Murphy, are you hanging in with us?
I'm right here, man.
All right, good. So we're bouncing up a little bit with good. We're $1,526. We're starting to get the engine primed a little bit here. Can you tell people about your comic, please?
Yeah, happily. So the elevator pitch I've been running with is Samurai and Dinosaurs focuses on an elite group of samurai who are dispatched to investigate a downed meteorite. And the book kind of becomes a road movie, and the closer they get towards the meteorite, the more time begins to fracture and break down around them. And dinosaurs from the Jurassic era start popping into feudal Japan, and that's where like most of the conflict comes from. And so it's written by me, and it's drawn by Sergio Calvé. He's a great cartoonist that I've known for more than a decade now. He's based out of Barcelona. And this was originally like when I talked to Malin, he said the same thing, like with Graveyard Shift. It started as a book that we were shopping around to publishers, and like eventually, once all the rejection letters came in, we just kind of put it in a drawer, so to speak. And when Selena and I, my wife and co-publisher, decided to jump into the Comicsgate waters, we couldn't think of a better book to start with, because it's the one that to this day we kind of care about the most.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Cecil, Doug is gone, so from now on, Cecil's gone too. We want Smugless in here. Okay.
Right on. I love what he's doing, Samurai and Dinosaur. It's it's an anachronism that didn't exist at the same time, except really I know Mike Miller has some theories about the Chinese riding dinosaurs.
That's what I wanted to get to. And Mike Miller, if you're in the chat, why don't you pop in here and let's talk about this versus your own religious beliefs. Now, Martina, here's the thing. Is Martina gone? She took a walk. Okay, I want to tell a woman though, because I want to make fun of Mike. So Crystal, are you here?
Yep.
Okay, Crystal. Here's the thing about Mike Miller. Okay. Mike thinks the dinosaurs are still alive in China right now.
What?
I'm not kidding. He really does. Well, when I say right now, he thinks maybe the last one probably died 300 years ago.
Marco Polo did extensive.
Does he mean like dinosaurs, or like evolved?
Here's what Mike has. All right, now you tell me how you would react to this. So Mike has something that Marco Polo wrote. Like he's like, I went to China and I saw, and then Marco Polo describes an animal. And Mike goes, well, what does this sound like to you? And you go, a dinosaur. And he goes, see, Marco Polo saw dinosaurs in China.
Was it a rhino?
Well, he says no, because I can't remember what Mike says. But he says, no, it's not a rhino. It's obviously not a rhino. It is a dinosaur. They were in China within the last few hundred years. Now, if they were around China in the last few hundred years, that means they're still around.
Yeah, I don't quite buy into that.
Yeah, would you tell him that? Would you let him down gently and just be like, Mike? No, Mike Murphy, you think that's absurd, or do you?
I mean, look, if it'll get me the support of Mike S. Miller, should I just tell him that this is set in modern day?
Well, it is still modern day. I mean, relatively. You know what I mean? Like, if dinosaurs were around in feudal Japan, that would still be close enough that they could still be around today.
True enough.
I mean,
that's bones. Unless they found out that, what though? What if the Chinese or the Japanese found out their bones gave you a hard on like the rhino horn? Then they would have ground that shit up and snorted it.
I'd snort it too.
What do you need a hard on for?
For myself.
Why did that have to happen? Why did you let that? Why did you make that exchange happen? Why did that have to happen?
That's gonna get clipped now. For
Yeah.
sure.
Why do you need a hard on for myself?
I'll show myself a good time, Ethan.
Yeah, change the subject.
Oh God.
I think he's writing his romance novel.
Oh my God.
Oh, I should put that in the romance.
Yeah,
novel.
make it a one-man romance novel. Fabio's locked in an elevator for the weekend.
Right.
All right, let's move on. I don't want to talk. Mike Murphy.
Hey.
So samurai and dinosaurs. So we're gonna get 8. We actually negotiated 9 samurai. Now, is it possible to include a new samurai in this, or is it too late?
If it wasn't already, if it wasn't already.
It's okay. So it's too late to have 9 samurai. It's just gonna be the 8 samurai. What kind of dinosaurs are in this?
Mostly raptors. There's the T-Rex, and like in the preview images from last night, there's a good amount of brontosauruses too.
Yeah, I like those brontosauruses. I want to eat one. Yeah,
Get those ribs to weigh down your car.
Yeah. Now, what do they taste like? Beef or chicken? Because they look like cows, but they lay eggs. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna go with bison.
Bison. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think about it too hard. But anyway, guys, the link is in the description. Please do back Samurai and Dinosaurs. We've got to get it over 8,000. We've got to get it to that fixed goal within 5 days. I think we can do it. I think it's a possibility, even though we are a little bit late. I would love to see that happen, and I would love to see it get to 1,600 right now. If somebody just backs it real quick, that would be totally awesome. I would be talking about Lady Alchemy, but Lady Alchemy is gone. Where is Martina? We'll talk about it in her absence in any case. Lady Alchemy, the graphic novel. Like I said, you guys have been getting to know Martina all night. You know what's up with her. Lady Alchemy was actually her alter ego when she was a burlesque dancer in New York City, until they found out that she was a Trump supporter and they drove her out. And it's pretty vile and stupid. But Martina actually channeled their evil and her goodness, her benevolence, into this comic book called Lady Alchemy, which is basically a superhero version of her burlesque character. And it looks pretty great. I mean, the art honestly looks like J.H. Williams III to me, who was one of my favorite artists at DC Comics. And look at this. I would never want to draw this like this lace. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
the lace.
Oh, Martina's back. Okay, good.
Hi, yeah, sorry, I had to go to the bathroom really bad. I couldn't hold it.
That makes sense. So, you know what? Because Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers has a Coke bottle that he pees into when we're doing a live stream. And that way he doesn't have to get up and leave. And I'm like, could you have the decency, Jeremy of Geeks and Gamers, to just say, I have to go, excuse me, I have to use the restroom.
I excuse myself in the chat. I didn't want to interrupt because we were, you were working on the other campaign. So I was like,
No, I'm on your side. I'm saying you did everything perfectly. I'm condemning my friend again, who's not here to defend himself, which is what I do.
Doug peed on a stream once also.
Did he really?
Yep.
Why does he do that?
in like a mug or something.
He's got a bathroom right behind him. You can see it right on his from his camera. What is it with him in bathrooms and not going in them?
He can't wash his hands, man. So why would he go in?
Point.
Cecil, you broke character. Please be smugless for the rest of the night. Could you?
Yeah, I didn't want to bump my head on the ceiling again, so I just pissed in the mug.
All right. So anyway, this is again one of my favorite projects, and of course, other people are reacting to it pretty well. It's at $31,730. But again, it's good for Comicsgate, but we can do better, guys. Let's see what kind of stuff you can get. You can get. Martina, you're not signing these, are you?
Well, yeah, I plan to go to LA where my artist is, and once they're all printed out and sorted, and I'll just go to LA, do a little powwow with him, hang out, sign him, send him. Want to come see me as long as you're not a crazy stalker.
Well, they're only but I wouldn't count on everyone not being nobody in this audience is a crazy stalker.
No, you guys are good. It's just I gotta
have a couple. Why do they always have blue hair? What is going on?
I know I tweeted that at you too, because my stalker has a blue beard. He dyes his beard blue, and then yours has blue hair, and it's like, I'm wondering, like, would they focus their energies on each other, or would they just like channel their super stalker powers together, and they'd be like double?
Right. I know what you're saying. Sorry. Yeah, like the Siamese fighting fish are brightly colored. Some of them are blue, but you can never put two of them in the same tank because they'd kill each other.
Oh, I like that idea.
I like that one.
Yeah, we got to put them in the same tank together. I think that would be good. Well, I was planning on yelling at Martina for not signing her books, and she just kind of put me right out of business there. She is thinking about signing her comics. So you do want to get a Lady Alchemy that is signed, and you do want to get this and support this campaign.
Yeah, well, a lot of people were asking for them to be signed, and then my artist is like, why don't you just come to LA? He's dying for me to like come out there and just have a little powwow with him. So I'm like, all right, cool. Enough people wanted it. But yeah, as far as the perks go too, I mean, we're any day now, we're just trying to get a PO box as well. So we don't have our personal addresses as the return address go out, but we're just going to get a PO box, and the shirts are ready to go. So we're going to pop them out. And then the next thing on the list is the posters. The silk screen ones are sold out, but then we have print posters to send out. And then we'll do the tarot cards, which people are pretty pumped about. That seems it's like a fun little novelty. I've seen other people do kind of cards before, but we're doing like a Lady Alchemy version of cards, which would be tarot cards.
It's badass. By the way, Maz G's in the chat. What's going on, brother? He's the artist of Lady Alchemy. Gotta get him in here sometime.
Yeah, you gotta get him in here.
What's he like?
Oh, I'm curious what you guys will think. What the vibe will be with him. He's definitely a weird LA artist type.
Well, we like weird artists. We're not sure about the LA part, but we're we get.
I'm New York. He's LA.
I spent a lot of time in LA. I knew Mickey Rooney's gardener pretty well.
All right, everyone. So throw some support behind Maz G and Lady Alchemy here, Martina Markota's epic graphic novel. I'm just going to run through these one more time real quick and then call it. I got to get back to work. But my goodness, Night Stalker by the incredible Gil Rivera. Support Night Stalker. Oh, wow, they have. He's up to $2,800 now. Congrats, Gil.
Great.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for supporting us. I'm going to work very hard to make this book the best I can and make it worthy of the comics book name.
We'll get you. We'll try to get you over that goal. Again, I feel like a lot of pressure with the. It's like less than a week on all these books. It's crazy, but we'll try to do it. Crystal McGee's incredible success story of The Good Night. Wow, 15. You're almost at $6,000 now, Crystal. I know you're not looking. You don't care, but you're at $5,900. You are the. She doesn't care. She's like, what?
I do. It's just it's all
Ethan,
like crazy.
Stop yelling! You'll wake her up.
I was like, I let her know on Twitter. I'm like, you just got fully funded. She's like, oh yeah, cool, thanks. Crystal, you were at $1,600 for like a month.
It's hard to find the words. Yeah.
It is. Sometimes I can't find the words either. But congratulations, that is the word to use right now. You are a huge success, and this book is just going to keep on chugging. I know it. I know it's going to do great. Samurai and Dinosaurs by Mike Murphy. Congratulations, Mike. I think we got you. Yes, we did. You're at 1629 right now. We got you a little bump. We got to get you to 8,000, and I think we can do that. I think by tomorrow morning you'll probably be at 2,000. How do you feel about that, Mike?
Oh, I think he stepped away.
Oh, I see. Well, I thought I just floored him. I thought he was just in awe. But in any case, support Mike Murphy. Those of you who are listening to this on the second go round, and back Samurai and Dinosaurs. It's got a lot of heart in it, and somebody who really cares about his project. So show him some love. And last, and obviously the queen of Comicsgate at this point, Lady Alchemy by Martina Markota.
Queen, yes.
Queen of Comicsgate. Yeah, well, there you go. You just jumped up a little bit more. $31,762. Those of you listening to this, back at a high tier, get the tarot cards, get the T-shirt. Again, show Martina the support that I think she earns and that she deserves. And let's make this project.
Yeah, get the tarot cards if you like burning in hell.
Oh my God. No.
Yeah, you can leave them in the pack if you want, but I mean, do support Lady Alchemy. There are a lot of Christians watching this that do not like tarot cards and things. I keep forgetting that. I like tarot cards.
It doesn't have anything to do with anything bad. It's just cards.
That's right. If you want to know your future, then is that what tarot cards are for? What are they for?
I mean, yes and no. It doesn't like predict the fuer, but it's just kind of like if you're going to continue on the path.
I'll predict your future: sulfur, and flame.
Who is saying this? Who's talking here?
Diesel pretending to be Doug. He's got a character called Smuggles that he does that makes fun of Doug and Abel. In any case, and he's just kidding with you. In any case, back Lady Alchemy and throw some support behind that. And tomorrow I'll do this again tomorrow night. I want to make this kind of something that we do for at least an hour every night, and we've got to get these books moving and get them backed so that these guys can have the success that they deserve. I want everybody to be excited about making their own comics, and that's what Comicsgate really. I don't know. I think that's one really nice part of Comicsgate is that we can all do this.
Ethan, would you mind if I promoted something very quickly?
Yeah, sure.
Tomorrow is the auction on Mike's stream, Miller.
Mm-hmm.
I have no artistic talent whatsoever, but I am auctioning something in hopes of beating whatever the hell he's selling, just to humble and humiliate him.
That's always fun. Yeah. So what are you gonna be? I know
it's a Kermit the Frog, a Cyber Frog amalgam.
Yeah,
Kermit the Cyber Frog.
Yeah, Kermit the Cyber Frog, basically. It's
all right. So everybody come to that auction. I'll come and watch it. It should be. It's always fun to watch that.
You can do more foot art, Ethan.
Yeah,
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did. Mike's like, I'm auctioning my artwork and stuff, and he's like, you got to come on and auction something. He's like asking me what I'm gonna auction, and I decided I was just gonna make fun of him. So I drew Darth Vader with my foot, and I auctioned it, and I think it sold for $550, which was more than anything he made, and it was embarrassing for him. So that was funny. So now everybody wants to do that to Mike. I understand why. I might come tomorrow to watch. That's the thing. It is amusing. It's fun to watch the Mike auction his stuff off. All right, guys. So with that, I want to say good night to you all. I really do appreciate you guys being here and giving me the time. Oh, let me just check for super chats. Sorry, indulge me really quick, guys. Let me catch up. I know this is tough. All right, so hey E, before I go, I'm mailing your package out for overnight delivery in the morning. Good to see your new talent on the stream. Good luck. Thanks, Jason Green. Paul Contreras says, thank you for this wonderful channel. Never yield to the mob. We won't. I mean, the thing about Comicsgate again is we're becoming our own little family here, and we have each other's backs. So that's a good thing. There's no reason to yield to the mob. Trixie Sedusa says, how awesome. I met Gil Rivera at the Cleveland Comic-Con. He's hot.
Thank you, Trixie. I really appreciate that.
Is that your wife or
No, I don't know who that is.
All right. Midnight Images says Night Stalker was saved and was in my save list and now is backed. That's good. All right. Black Russian Bot, is he Comicsgate? Are you Comicsgate, Gil?
Yes, sir. Heart and soul.
Good. Mike D says, I don't mind waiting on my copy of Cyberfrog because it will be great. Really Good Chef says, just being honest, the signed books sell better. Yeah, that's why I meant to yell at Martina. Martina, here's what I do. I go, hold on, I gotta yell at you for a minute, and then I yell, and it's usually pretty entertaining. But you didn't let me do that.
Sorry. Next time you can yell at me about something.
Yeah, I'll think of something.
Yeah, find something to yell at me about.
Really Good Chef says, just being honest, the sign books sell better. Krista Joe says, dinosaurs are alive. We still have Pelosi and Schumer. Oh, yes.
Nice.
Nailed it.
Mike Miller charges $10 for his autograph, but he signs any name you want, so that's cool. Damn, Donut. Cecil gives his autograph to any Turkish weeb who tosses him a compliment. I was the first. That was nice of you, Cecil.
I'm a wonderful person. I keep telling everybody.
I know. I tell people that too about you. King Harkinian says, tarot cards are traditionally for playing games. So that's good. Donut Swan says, Cecil, is that Jim Henson's last drawing?
Yes, that was this drawing is the last cover that Jim Henson and I worked on right up to the moment of his death. So it is a special work for me. I didn't want to give it up, but it's time. It's time to let the world have a crack at it.
You gotta put your signature on it. Or his signature on it.
It's a work of fiction.
Trixie Sedusa says, no, again, she just popped up. No disrespect to Gil's wife, but he is hot. Gil.
Wow.
Gil, could you take off your shirt and put on your camera, please?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, Gil, if you are a good-looking fellow, yeah, perhaps you should have your camera on from now on. We have a lot of ladies,
Camera's on,
okay.
fellas.
What if
Camera's on.
bagel goose?
All right, here you go. Here's the face reveal here.
Oh boy,
a little nervous.
Go ahead, Gil.
Hello. How y'all doing?
I can't see you, Gil.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Gil, you're a very handsome man. You're a very handsome man.
I disagree.
Okay.
So, he's better looking than you.
You look like a young Joey Buttafuoco.
Oh my God.
We got to end this stream. I can't take it anymore. All right. Love you all. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thanks, everyone, for being here, and thanks for backing these books. Really appreciate you. See you again. Bye-bye.
Night, everyone.
Thanks.
Good night.
Later.